classic cocktails. Developed by award-winning mixologists, the On the Rocks cocktails combine premium spirits and natural ingredients. Wherever you are, On the Rocks premium cocktails give you the convenience of bar-quality cocktails created with brands that you know and trust, like the Effin' Cosmopolitan and Hornitos Margarita. Pour over ice and enjoy. Please drink responsibly. On the Rocks ready-to-serve cocktails, 20 to 35% alcohol by volume.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269BL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie Ricks with your news update. A 20-year-old woman is facing 11 felony charges in connection to a crash on Mother's Day that left 5 people dead, including a 1-year-old. Antayana Sandifer is facing 4 counts of second-degree reckless homicide, 5 counts of knowingly operating a motor vehicle without a valid license causing death, and 1 count of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. The charges are in connection to the crash that happened just before midnight on Sunday in the 6000 block of West Fond du Lac Avenue. A criminal complaint states that a Dodge Journey was traveling north on North 60th Street when a Kia Sedonia, allegedly driven by Sandifer, ran a red light while traveling west on West Fond du Lac Avenue. The Kia crashed into the Dodge, spun out, and struck a traffic pole. Several people were ejected from the vehicle. 5 people, all of who were in Sandifer's vehicle, died. 4 were pronounced dead on the scene and 1 died at the hospital. The victims who died at the scene are 1-year-old Anaya Robinson, 2 15-year-old girls, Michaela Rattler and Mercedes Brown Weeks, and 17-year-old Israel Williams, according to the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office. The medical examiner identified the male who was pronounced dead Monday morning as Lorenzo Trotter. A complaint states that the Kia was going 30 to 35 miles over the speed limit at the time of the crash. Sandifer was also driving with a suspended license, according to the criminal complaint. If convicted on all the charges, Sandifer faces a maximum sentence of more than 100 years in prison. Her initial court appearance is scheduled for Friday, May 19th. This was the news update on 1017 The Truth. The Tori Lowe Show is next, here on the new 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tori Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, this thing, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe that racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tori, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants to smoke today?
Salute to my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
Thank God it's Friday.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land, Truth Nation? Hey, look, we got another powerful show, another powerful conversation, and I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to get right into the show today. Kia and Hyundai reached a $200 million settlement in a Milwaukee class action lawsuit over a defect that makes certain models easier to steal. Let's go to the Fox 6 News article to see what's going on.
Simple as that.
As car thefts plague Milwaukee and beyond tonight, there could be some relief for all of the victims out there. That is our big story at 9. Victims of the Kia boys are getting paid. Kia and Hyundai will pay close to $200 million to car owners who've had their vehicles stolen.
A lawsuit has been settled for a nationwide problem that really started here in Milwaukee. Our Sam Kramer sat down with the attorney who filed it, who says this will make our community safer as a whole. Sam joins us now in studio.
Well, that money would be split between security upgrades to affected models as well as compensation for losses as a result of theft or damage. Tonight, James Barton says it's a sign that Kia and Hyundai have finally realized what's happening here.
You see people running for their life up there, dude? He'd seen the videos and the damage left behind.
Our city was under siege. Simple as that. The number of thefts of Kias and Hyundais were skyrocketing.
So attorney James Barton responded the best way he knows how, filing a lawsuit on behalf of victims who've had their Kias and Hyundais stolen, saying, quote, the Milwaukee metropolitan area has been transformed into a game of grand theft auto, wherein the Kia boys are preying on the owners to steal their cars in droves.
It's because someone figured out, teenagers, how easy the cars were to steal, and it spread like wildfire through various social media outlets.
He filed the case first in Milwaukee County 2 years ago, then in federal court, arguing Kia and Hyundai did not integrate technology that would have made the vehicles safer. It's since been litigated as a class action lawsuit in federal court in California, where on Thursday, Kia and Hyundai announced the preliminary settlement agreement worth up to $200 million.
It's important, and I'm glad that finally Kia and Hyundai saw the public safety crisis.
Both companies issued statements calling this settlement their latest step in a series of actions to prioritize customer safety. As for Milwaukee,
our community is going to be safer as a result of this, and that's really the main, reason we started the case.
Now, if the settlement is approved, the car makers will reach out to those who may be eligible. However, those security upgrades are available now, and Barton encourages you to reach out to a dealership to get that installed. Steph?
Hey, look, there you go. If you got a Kia and it has been damaged due to some of the faulty ideas that allow these young people to steal, you may be in line for some type of reimbursement and some new devices to stop what's happening. Now, I just want to know, you know, how and when, once the settlement is done, that people will be able to make their claims. Or let's say your car was broken into and, you know, you had to pay for that. Do they pay you for the work loss? Do they pay you for the time you lost at work? Is it a cap on what people can get? I'm looking at some of the literature for the subset of customers whose vehicles cannot accommodate the software upgrade. The agreement will provide reimbursement up to $300 for the purchase of various anti-theft devices. I'm just trying to figure out if you, like, let's say one person probably got a window broken and the steering column broken. Then another person probably got the steering, you know, something broken with the steering column or the window, and then they rolled the car down into the ground and ran into a pole. Like, what level of reimbursement, you know, per individual? What is the cap? And y'all better keep y'all receipts, because I would make sure that everything that happened to me is factored in. Just to see if I can get fully reimbursed. That's $200 million is a lot of money. So I'm hoping that, you know, because you know the lawyer's going to take their chunk. The lawyer's going to take their percentage. And then where does the city take anything, or what happens when it comes to the people? That's usually when I see these big lawsuits like this, I always ask, what are the people getting out of this? You see the large numbers. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested, Truth Nation, in seeing how this works out, because if you make a car that is easy to steal, and they made it super easy to steal the Kias and Hyundais, and the amount of damage that have been done to the community, what can the claims be? Let's say you missed 2 days of work. Or let's say you lost your job because you couldn't go to work. What is that factored in, you know, into the damages? I want to keep an eye on this. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this, because all I see right now is a situation that's became so much of an issue in the communities that a lot of people have just simply given up driving these things, these Hondas and Kias. I know people that just, you know, they had missed out on so much money, things that they were trying to do that day, maybe set them back for weeks due to the fact that this was able to happen with the Kias and Hyundais. So, and then they said it started right here in Milwaukee. In the article, they say these kids are, you know, they don't want to learn, but they learned this. They learned how to break in them cars. Matter of fact, I think I saw on YouTube some type of step-by-step way to do it on the internet. So these kids was learning how to do it. It's kids as young as 12 years old, 13 years old, 11 years old doing this. Hey, and then what do we do for them? Is there something, because we had an issue with driver's ed and teaching these kids driver's ed and things like that. It was an article that I read that we was only down to one teacher, you know, one instructor or something like that. I mean, do we solve the issue with the Kia and the Hyundais and they go on to something else? Or do we try to look at the overall issue of trying to reinvest into the issue, the whole issue in totality, offering free driving classes, giving things, ideas of where kids can go and really be educated on the laws of the road? Because that's what happened to me. I was educated on the laws of the road. I had to read the driver's handbook. I had to know the signs. I had to do all of that. Then I had to go over to the DMV and take a test before I could even take the actual driver's test. I had to sit there with two hands on the wheel. I had to do the wide turn. You know, I went through a process where I understood fully my actions. I had to pass tests. So is this what's going on out here with the youth? Are they teaching themselves, getting out here, jumping in the Kias and just rolling off and just learning how to drive that way? We got some people chiming in. Spike Lee says, Tori, I don't care if I left my keys in my car running. People shouldn't steal my car. I hope Kia sue the parents of these kids. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't steal. I ain't for the stealing. I'm not for that. But what I'm saying is this all a result of what? Where did this all derive from? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Kevin chimes in, only insurance companies and lawyers are going to get rich from this settlement. The people will be lucky to get their deductibles back. Man. Hey, and that may be true. That's why I'm saying, are people going to be able to get their full damages from this? Somebody, Spike Lee said, Tori, you my guy, but you make excuses for bad behavior. Bruh. Than anybody. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Spike, you lying now. You my guy, but you outright lying on the lines, fam. You outright told a lie right there.
It's 1017 the truth, not 1017 a lie.
Yeah, I mean, but he lying. Yeah, that's now you don't write stuff in like that because I don't make excuses for anybody harming innocent life. That's how you know me. That's how they know me. That's a MO. So I don't know what you're talking about. That came from that comment came from the pit of hell. I don't know how your day going, but I hope the rest of the day is good. I'm hoping that you get out here and soak up some of that sun and get your chakras in line. God bless you, Brother Spike. But I'll tell you this, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes out when it comes to people getting what they had to suffer from. That's all I'm gonna look forward to. I mean, let's see what happens. The money is guaranteed. I guess the $200 million is on the table. We're gonna see how they handle it. All right. And when we come back, you remember when the people from the Milwaukee Pools came in, the directors of the county came in to talk about opening up the pools? Well, Milwaukee County announces a list of pools to reopen in 2023. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Stay locked in right here on Tori Lowe.
And that's Tori Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tori Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I've helped over 250 families search for their loved ones, so I fully understand the trauma and stress this causes families. This is why it's important for me to help and protect families during their moment of crisis. So be sure to tune into the Tory Lowe Missing Person Special on Thursday, May 25th, as I speak with organizations and families about how we can better advocate for those searching for a loved one. So again, tap into the award-winning Tory Lowe Missing Person Special on May 25th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on 1017 The Truth.
Who are we? We're the ones who learn to do what we love. We're the ones who want to work, who want to learn from firsthand experience, to earn an income, who don't need to spend 4 years in lecture halls. We're the healthcare, construction and utility workers, manufacturers, agriculturists, and service and IT professionals. We are Wisconsin Apprentices. Learn more at wisconsinapprenticeship.org. Brought to you by the Department of Workforce Development.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
When surveyed, people who live in metro areas are concerned about one thing and almost one thing exclusively, and that's crime. Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have been concerned with violent crime. Teaming that up with warmer temperatures as summer approaches, the concerns are very real. Typically, violent crime is something that we associate with neighborhoods, but when violent crime hits downtown, its effects seem to be particularly pervasive. These are gathering places for social interaction. We want those places to be distinctly crime-free. Not to mention, when a criminal activity takes place in neighborhoods, it may not make the news, but if something happens downtown, then it will make the news every single night, therefore increasing the perception that violence downtown is actually on the uptick, when in fact, it is being reduced. Now, there are less people downtown because offices are not renewing their leases, and there's less white-collar workers that are going to work downtown every single day, which makes it seem like the prevalence of things like homelessness is actually on the increase when it is not. There's just less people downtown, making such prevalence even more apparent. To get crime under control, we have to be much more proactive, which it seems our Wisconsin legislature does not want to be. If we are able to make the necessary investments led by the people in the city of Milwaukee, we can make crime decrease in every single measurable category. Unfortunately, lock them up and throw away the key is not the way to go. We saw this with the 1994 crime bill, and lo and behold, 20 years later, we saw how incredibly and intensely racist that piece of legislation was. Because we're all very concerned about crime, let's not repeat the mistakes of the past and lock people up and throw away the key and think that is going to be the answer that we're all seeking.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Malheureusement, oh my God, success is all I want. Yes, indeed. Oh, my luck, oh. No tick bam bam, she be let my soul. No tick bam bam, she be let my do.
Saving the Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. Milwaukee County Parks has released the list of aquatic facilities that will be opening beginning at the end of May. Hey, look, we've been talking about this on the show. We actually had the director, of Milwaukee County Parks on the show talking about having meetings about the pool areas and the openings and things like that. And we had a lack of, I think, what I heard from the conversation, a lack of black representation in these meetings. So a lot of people was complaining about a lot of the pools in our areas not opening up on the north side or for our children on the north side. But I haven't heard this article yet, so I'm going to listen with you, Truth Nation, on what's going on with the Milwaukee County Parks, and as they announced the list of reopening pools in 2023.
Announced an expansion of pools and water parks this summer. They will have more lifeguards on staff.
Our Bruce Harrison has more on the locations that will be available.
Pretty soon this gate will be open and kids can stroll on through and cool down here at Harriet Tubman Park. The wading pool here is among the aquatic facilities reopening next month after sitting dry last summer.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be pretty nice. I feel like everybody going to be out here chilling, vibing.
Elijah Lampkin grew up near Harriet Tubman Park. Why is it important, do you think, to have a space like this in the neighborhood?
So kids can enjoy themselves, you feel me? Like, so they can just get around the, get around the block and do what they want to do, not be in the house bored.
Across the county, the Parks Department is bringing back a water park, 3 splash pads, 7 wading pools, and another county beach. The county will be down 1 deep well outdoor pool. Park groundskeeper Jamal Austin expects the Carver Park splash pad to be a big hit.
It's already popular, but it'll put it back on the map for a lot of kids to come from different parts of the neighborhood that's in this vicinity to participate and enjoy the water at Carver Park.
Austin grew up near the park, and he's proud to keep it tidy for families who need to cool down.
Glad to be a county worker and be a pillar to my community. You know, that's what I want to do. That's my whole objective too, is just be positive.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Bruce Harrison, TMJ4 News.
All right, so Carver Park, Milwaukee will be open. Clark Square Park, Milwaukee will be open. Madison Park, Wauwatosa, Moody Park, Milwaukee will be open. Gordon Park, Milwaukee, it'll be open. Carver Park, Milwaukee, that'll be open. And Deneen Park, Milwaukee, that'll be open. Hey, that sounds like Plenty Park. That sounds like a good time. Hey, and tell you the truth, many times, you know, when we have issues with things and we have discussions, it kind of gets better once we start being present in these conversations of things that are going on around the county, Milwaukee County. We got it. That's why I was telling people to be present. It's time for us to be present in these ideas that are shaping our neighborhoods. And many times I see for the last at least decade, we've been more reactionary than ahead of the curve. And I think that we're starting to try to get ahead of that curve. And I appreciate everybody that are trying to make sure that they're attentive, because it's going to take a multitude. Remember, it's going to take a multitude of us to resolve the issue. And I always say you can't put all the interest or our hopes in the hands of a few. You can't. You gotta make sure that we're actively getting involved in these situations. And I'm not talking about bootlicking and code switching and trying to appease, you know, everybody in the room. You know how, you know, you get the person that feel like they gotta apologize for being black. And then they want to hear what everybody's saying. No, everybody's saying what they want for them. You get in there and you say what you want and what you need for you, and let the county and the officials blend it all out. Well, it becomes lopsided when we're not in the room, or we don't even know these meetings even exist. That's why we got to get better leadership that can get us ahead of the curve, not reacting to everything that's going on. And the only reason we're reacting to everything that's going on is because we got leadership that's a reactionary leadership. You know why all the other people are at the meetings and we're not? Because they're being informed. Their leadership is they're being informed ahead of time. They're there early. They're there sitting there with their legs crossed before the meetings, before the discussion even start. Now they done moved everything to Zoom. Now you got to look for the Zoom meeting. You ain't got to go nowhere, but sometimes it's hard to find these Zoom meetings. Trust me, you got to really be diligent. It's there. It's just not out in the public where you can see it. It's there, though. They having these meetings shaping our neighborhoods. That's why we got to be diligent. And we got to turn things around. Hey, we working on it. We working on it, Truth Nation. And I appreciate all of my brothers and sisters on the front lines for being diligent and actually being a voice in these rooms, because no one or two or three or four people can bear the burden of a community. You know what I mean? And I think that has to switch, and we got to start looking in the mirror and saying, hey, you know what? I saw this. Instead of me calling somebody else to go, let me go. Let me go and take a notepad and take some notes down and report to everybody else what I heard. You know, how do you know when the person you're reaching out to ain't got a buttload of things going on that they dealing with? If you're able to go, and now you got these phones where you can record it. You can record and take notes and then try to share the notes, the main points that we should be concerned about. That's how you can help. A lot of y'all looking for this one big meeting. Y'all trained. Y'all trained to go to these meetings. Y'all trained to go sit in these meetings, and y'all hoping that they got some pizza and Subway and a Sprite. Y'all just going to eat. Y'all just want another meal, a free meal. I mean, stop it. Stop it. Y'all go to every meeting but the meeting that is about neighborhood development and planning. You know, where they setting the tone for your neighborhood for the next 20 years. Y'all going to y'all buddy's meeting because he got some grant money. And he put justice reform on the meeting so y'all can fill out y'all email address on the piece of paper so they can keep getting the grant money. And nothing ever happens. We still ain't got justice. All them justice reform meetings we had. And you know what was on the meeting? Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. They didn't even have the local people on the that didn't die from police brutality. Y'all came because George Floyd was on the flyer. Y'all didn't care about Buddy down the street. Y'all got to stop it. Y'all got to stop it. They got y'all in these meetings, and y'all got them the extra grant money that they needed to fill their pockets. Regroup, rethink, reshape. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a pop culture report. And this Friday in studio, we got guests. We got Elizabeth Brown in the building. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a pop culture report with Melanie Ricks. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you looking for an opportunity to better the Milwaukee community? Do you want to develop your skills for a career or job? City Year Milwaukee is recruiting for its 14th cohort of AmeriCorps members. We are hiring young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve our amazing scholars in Milwaukee Public Schools. This opportunity allows you to serve your community and gain professional development, which will allow you to enter the workforce, your next educational journey, or even stay with us for a second year of service. Visit cityyear.org to connect with our local recruiters and learn how to apply.
On Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, I am so excited to talk about the different ways that Erie Insurance can help with our community growth, can provide job opportunities from Erie Insurance Corporate, or with our local agency force. I'm really excited about the education of generational wealth in our Black and Brown communities and how we are a part of the communities here locally. There's so much more we can be a part of. Listen to me, Fred Johnson, on Diversity and Excellence, powered by Erie Insurance.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Meals from those years are hard to forget. It was all white bread and whole milk, hamburger casseroles and quiche Lorraines, all with a side of cigarettes. We ate salads as desserts. We knew a party was classy if it had a cheese log, and we never missed an after-dinner smoke. It didn't matter if we were in our dining rooms, a burger joint, or the ritziest of restaurants. There'd be an ashtray on every table, and that very particular flavor in every meal. We smoked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's amazing that our food could taste like anything else. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Greg Matzik. Following a day off, the Brewers post up in Tampa, Florida, site of a 3-game series against the Rays, who own the best record in baseball. Brewers.com writer Adam McCalvy with an update on starting pitchers Wade Miley and Brandon Woodruff.
We're waiting for word on Miley of the severity of this lat injury. That's bad news. Brandon Woodruff has resumed playing catch, so that's progress, but it's still looking like the end of June for him to be pitching for the Brewers.
Brewers begin today with a 1-game advantage over Pittsburgh for first place in the NL Central. Coverage of tonight's game can be heard on 620 WTMJ beginning at 5:05. Bryson DeChambeau leads round 2 of the PGA Championship from New York. And in the NBA, it's the Celtics and Heat tonight from Boston, Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Heat own a 1-0 series lead. This sports update presented by Associated Bank, proudly supporting our hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tori Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time to see what's poppin' with Melanie Ricks.
101.7 The Truth. Tori Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z in the building this Friday on the 1 and 2. Melanie Ricks in the building. And we got guest Elizabeth Brown in the building as well.
Hey, Liz.
Hey.
So cute.
Hey. Hi.
I love it. How y'all doing today? It's Friday.
What's up, Tori?
And it's nice out today. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, this is a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is. I know that one of our favorite words around here is entanglement, but I don't know if you heard this yet.
What?
Raz-B from B2K? Yeah, B2K. Raz-B alleges that he was involved in an entanglement with Keely Williams from 3LW.
Right.
AKA one of the Cheetah Girls.
I heard that.
You did?
I heard about this.
I've never heard this.
I heard that she was with all the other 3 B2K members.
Oh. Is it giving chugga chugga choo choo?
I think she got bust down.
Ooh. I mean, if she wanted it, then, you know.
Oh, so it's cool if they do it.
Stop, Tori. It's always cool if all parties want it. You feel me?
Well, I said that because, you know, Finesse 2 times. I was talking about he got 3 women living with him.
Oh, gosh. But that's different.
Oh, no.
No, it is. Oh, hold on. The only reason why it's different. So he got 3 women living with him. He's clearly got a certain lifestyle. He's a polygamist.
Right.
Right?
He's a poly.
And Keely, she was a party.
She
wanted to catch a train.
She was poly for like 2 hours.
A night.
Yeah.
Come on, let's give him more than 2 hours.
Okay, well.
But in June 2021, you know, she talked about her dating life when she was a member of 3LW. And she did spill the tea, like you said, Tori, that she was involved with a few entanglements with members of B2K and with Mario. She brought Mario into this. I'm like, girl.
See what Jada Pinkett did.
Stop it, Tori. He likes to blame her for everything. You know what, Liz? I actually would like to hear your opinion, because all the men here, they can't stand Jada. How do you feel? Like, honestly, how do you feel about Jada Pinkett Smith right now?
I love Jada. I really feel like, you know, a lot of men using her as an scapegoat, like Will wasn't sound mind and body. Like, Will do what he want to do. And
It
the bottom
sounds
line
slick.
is, I just really feel like, the backlash that he took when he slapped Chris Rock.
Right.
I think he stepped up and did that because of the lack that he had in the relationship prior to of
sure.
her not feeling protected
For sure.
when she was with her man, and he took that on himself.
100%. She didn't control
think
that
he
at all.
I think he tapped into his inner Tupac.
You're funny. See, and he only say that because she dated him. So
Of course.
he's trolling.
Pew, pew.
Pun gun. There it is. So crazy. So, yeah, the guys here, they're not fans of Jada. And it's interesting to me, Liz, because I feel like, to your point, they do make her a scapegoat.
They do.
Because it's almost as if they can't reconcile a man slapping another man in defense of his wife and it being on his own accord.
That part.
You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
saying, like, no, Jada had to have been the orchestrator.
She
Jada
gave him
ain't
the
got nothing to
look.
do with that.
I mean, again,
Hey,
the
you
men,
you give me the look. I'm slapping everybody.
I'm giving you the look, Tori.
Where they at? It's women in here. I can't do too much right now.
exactly.
Hey.
But allow him to be the man of his action.
Right.
He did that.
That
so why
part.
does she
Well, he
have to
coming out
take
with
that
Bad Boys
backlash?
4,
Right.
so it ain't stopping nothing. He about to drop that Bad Boy 4.
That part.
Hey,
So y'all can
we
quit
do it
crying.
for
Right,
fun.
we good.
Hey,
We
Get off Jada.
we do it for
Good.
fun.
How long will it take for society to forget, or will we never?
I
Is
think
this
I
always
think we forgot.
cemented?
I think we moved on. I think that Chris Rock did it special.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got his lick back. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you
Not male defending
Okay,
cheater
Kyle.
Jada. She a
No.
bad person.
No, Kyle, I got you, Kyle. That's
Yeah,
okay, I got you.
Kyle to the
Wait a
rescue.
minute.
Hey, Tori, Liz, I'm gonna just
She
pause.
a bad person.
I'm gonna pause real
Because
quick.
she cheated.
Because now I gotta bring this
Oh,
in.
bad
yeah,
person.
you
No,
don't
it's
like
cool.
cheating.
No,
She's
it's
a
cool.
bad
Yeah.
person.
It's
Mel.
cool.
Yeah, I can't want to
No,
wait
it's
downstairs
cool.
for this one.
Kyle, if you're trying to go ahead, you want to come take a
I
seat?
don't want no smoke. I'm just down.
I know you don't want the smoke
No.
because you know she didn't cheat, Kyle. They were in an open relationship, Kyle.
That part.
Come on.
Hey, but you
What?
you better
What did I do?
you
What
better
did I do?
stop
Tori.
What?
You better
Kyle,
stop it,
go
man.
back to your office.
You better stop it. If your son bring home his best friend,
What? I'm not gonna.
if your son bring home his best friend, you're not gonna have that friend for dinner.
It depends. No, I was kidding.
Oh no! Oh
Wait,
no!
I mean,
Hold on.
Tori, y'all acting like they didn't say he was with Will too.
Right.
I mean,
No.
With August as well.
Hold on.
that part. And
Hold
all
on.
of his son's friends.
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Yes, he was.
I mean, word on the
We don't
street
want to talk about it, but Will.
word on the street that a lot of little boys that left running.
Hold on. I'm gonna
leaving
tell you this.
The
I'm-
Smiths.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yep.
It's cool when y'all do it.
Apparently, they have
Hey.
it's a family affair. They having
Okay.
fun.
Look, I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you something. Look, I'm. Look, if it's an open relationship, because I've been hearing about it for a long time.
Years.
For years, it's
Yeah.
been an open relationship. But the word entanglement, I never heard about that in my life.
No, never.
That was a brand new something
It was.
brand
That
new.
was a word.
So
So give her credit.
Right.
so what I'm saying is, I mean, with this 3LW situation,
Yeah.
she a bad influence on the culture.
Oh
God.
gosh.
What?
Are you kidding me? If
With everything positive that she did.
Exactly.
Hey.
And if anything, Liz, you could say that men are a bad influence on the culture because I
That
feel
part.
like men are more likely to be involved in said entanglements than women are. Honestly, Liz, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Will who introduced the whole idea into the relationship of it being an open relationship, and we'll never know. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised.
Me either.
That's an assumption. Accusations.
Allegations.
That's accusations.
that actually add up. Right.
That's
Saying.
accusation.
The math is mathing.
But I'll say this, you know, thanks to Jada, everybody using this word entanglement to
She
hide.
changed all of our lexicon.
Yeah,
Ain't that crazy?
to hide some of these whole vibrations.
Wow. So
Hey,
Will's
Were you
not a
about
hoe,
to
but
agree
she
with that
is.
though, Liz?
Hey,
It sounded like you
No,
was agree
no.
with it, and then
I'm
you're
like,
like, wait, did he just say
hold
that?
fast.
I'm
I'ma need
picking
Tori to
up
pump this
good
brakes.
vibration.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
So she's a hoe, but he's not.
No, what I'm saying
I
is
just want to know.
she used the word entanglement.
Okay, does that make her a hoe?
If Jada hadn't have said that word, what would she would have used?
Open relationship, but she don't
No,
want
I'm
to say that.
talking about 3LW, the girl from 3LW. I'm talking about
What you just said, she was a bust
yeah,
down?
she just got busted out.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm saying is she gave these women a word
Come on.
that's in the Urban Dictionary now. Certified
you're
by
not
the
wrong.
Urban
You're not wrong. She
Dictionary.
did, yeah.
And now we can use that as a way to say, hey, you know, I was in an entanglement. It got crazy.
And you know what it means.
Right.
It was a hot girl summer.
But the thing is, Tori, I feel like you're basically insinuating that Jada introduced this idea to the public. This been going on. You feel me?
Forever.
Exactly. Maybe she introduced a new word for it. That doesn't change. Keely was going to do that regardless of if entanglement was in her mind.
But
you feel me?
It's a word to make it sound good.
I don't think so.
When I hear the word entanglement, I don't think like you just out there getting bust down.
Why you don't?
Because it's just a nice word. You know, people find great. It's just a great word. Yeah. But
it's radio friendly.
listen, I got entangled in a rope one time. I never called that an entanglement. I got tangled up. I untangled the rope. I got out. I left.
Yeah. I mean, she was educating us. She put us all onto a new
Right.
word. She
So,
really
hey.
did. Okay,
And
well,
so next time something happened to me, I'm entangled.
I want to bring up, though, because Kyle came in here. He tried to start some violence because this afternoon we were asking a question, does cheating make you a bad person? Liz, what do you think? Does cheating make you a bad person?
No,
if one
it was
cheats?
just an action.
It was an
of a
action.
person.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Tori?
I think that if you cheat, just apologize. You know, I mean, because it's been going on. You know what I mean? And I think that cheating is not the be all end all of somebody's character.
So then why cheat?
I think that people cheat because they, for lack of a better word, they trying to get some. They trying to they may have those can I say
just say it.
Horny?
Yeah, you can say that. You're
Okay,
so funny.
so
You can say that, yeah.
so some people just
Just say entangled.
some people
Right.
just you know, they vibrations probably pumping higher, and some people got high sex drives.
Oh, wow.
So why be in a relationship?
I don't think that it's about the relationship, because a man, we don't think about sex like that. Like let's say we like this.
Really?
No, hold on.
That's why I
Think
looked
about
at
it.
you.
Hold on. It don't matter. Let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if we see a fine girl, we want that girl, but we'll have a sex with somebody that we don't even want to even take home to grandma. You know,
And why is that?
because
you
we was made like that for some reason. And that's just a normal nature. Now, some people have way more discipline than others. Some men can discipline themselves to the point where, hey, this is the woman I want. I'm not going nowhere. Some people can get that level of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, a lot of people, they get entanglements, like Jada.
Okay. What's cheating to you though? That's my last question about this.
Okay,
Like, what is
cheating to me is robbing somebody out of a good relationship idea. Like cheating to me is just not, it's more than sex. Cheating to me is like, if we're in a relationship, then give me the best version of monogamy, because that's what you want. Like if you're like being lazy, if you all over the place with the, you know, but you want me to be with you, only you, but you're giving me the worst version of monogamy, something bad is gonna happen.
So can you communicate, like, do you think it's fair for a person to communicate those feelings if the communication is not reciprocated and, you know,
Right.
whatever, they downplay it? You think then that there's justification for cheating? Because to me, it sounds, honestly, Tori, like you feel cheating is almost it's a common occurrence if people aren't getting what they need. But
Right.
for me, it's like, then why not leave that relationship?
Yeah,
Why
because
cheat?
maybe they may love that person. Cheating has nothing to do with love. Cheating has something to do with a hormonal feeling.
It's lust.
It's lust, yeah. Cheating has nothing. You can love
But
somebody.
why lust after someone else? Like, if you are lusting after okay, because now I really got to break this down.
Because I was going to
Bear
break it
with me.
down. Yeah.
I want you to break it down. Sorry, just one more. I know, I'm sorry.
Go right
I
ahead.
have
Go
so much-
right
My
ahead.
brain is like
Go right
really-
ahead.
So, let's say you're lusting after somebody, Tori. Why then are you in a relationship at all if you have lustful feelings for another individual?
Because the education, you know, some people are
Education.
like the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I mean, you know, it's just some
You
people
always wanna
like
blame it on a woman.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I was just naming the album because she was trying to tell you it was the X Factor. All right. So anyway, what
Was
I'm
that about Andre?
I think so.
Was it?
It
Okay.
could have been.
Okay. Anyway.
But what I'm saying is, you got to make sure that you get the one that you want. But sometimes the one that people wanted got away. So now you're living in this world trying to move on, and things can, if you're not disciplined enough, you're gonna find yourself all over the place. And I think that some women forget that when a guy approached them and say, "Hey, I want you to be my girl," you were his fantasy. You were the one that he kind of desired, but then once he get in a relationship, people get comfortable, things start to lack, and then now that fantasy that he initially had starts to turn into a nightmare almost sometimes, or there's not enough communication for people to continue a long-term idea as far as a relationship, and it starts to fall apart.
And I do understand that, but again, go ahead.
Let me.
Please, go ahead. I would love to hear from you.
Go right ahead.
I feel people don't know who they are. Majority of the time when somebody cheat themselves out of somebody good. Yeah. It's like cheating yourself on the sit-ups or push-ups. Mm-hmm. When you step outside a relationship, you're not stepping out on them, you're stepping out on you. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times going into relationships, we don't know who we are and what we really want because society has shaped this ideology of what it is that you should have. Mm-hmm. And then when you go and get what you thought you had, like for me, when it came to, like, I always wanted a Benz. When I got it, I didn't realize the upkeep. Like, you know? So it's like that when that reality hits, it's like, okay, this is what I really wanted. Right. But deep down inside, this is not what I really wanted. Right. You know, so a lot of times that I see individuals that have cheated or been cheated on, a lot of the times we fantasize about something and I wanted him to become who I thought I wanted him to be, and he couldn't be himself. Yeah. So a lot of times I feel like, you know, cheating is a mindset, and it's a lack of you knowing who you are. And at that point in time, I think you really should tap in, because you don't have to cheat. Tell me this is not what you want. Right.
And that's a woman, and I respect women for saying that, but men, cheating us is multiple things. Like cheating us may be like we work all day and we come home, ain't no food in the house, or the food ain't cooked, or we have to do things that, you know, that we expect our woman to do, or depending on the relationship agreement, which most people don't have. Most people just get together and just go with the flow. But cheating is denying me things that I should be getting from you as well. It doesn't have to be sex.
So do you think it's okay for a man to step out on his woman just because she's not giving him those things? Why not just break up with her?
I just think that that's what's going to happen. I mean, I don't believe it. I just know that that's what's going to happen eventually, because of cause and effect. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Y'all may be done with a person when it comes to cheating outside, like a physical thing, but men will become done with you mentally. If you disrespectful, you talking raggedy out the mouth, all of this other stuff going on, that's cheating him out of a relationship, because you occupying space that somebody else could have had that would have treated him better. You know, it's multiple ideas that I consider cheating just as hardcore as going outside of it with another person.
Madi said, if you have no self-control, that's your problem. It's not an excuse for being disloyal. You still are making a choice. You do not in any way love someone if you can be disloyal to them. I more so agree with that.
And that's a woman's perspective. All I'm saying is a man has, and a woman is not the same.
Facts.
So I'm telling it from a man's perspective. Y'all, I agree with y'all women because
I hear what you're saying.
Y'all women, but as a man, I feel like if I come home and you calling me out my name and you being all angry and raggedy and saying all this stuff,
then break up with me.
No, I may love you though,
right?
But no,
right, Liz?
Okay, but that's a woman's logic. Maybe I like you. Maybe I love you. Maybe I'm trying to bear it out. It's a lot of people that are in long-term relationships that even Michelle Obama said she didn't even like Barack Obama for like 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so what if she would have left that relationship?
He probably wouldn't have been president.
Hey, look, when we come back,
I'm just saying.
we're going to have more discussions, Truth Nation, with Melanie Ricks. They locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 11 for another episode of Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Entrepreneurship Connection show powered by Molson Coors. I'll be joined by representatives from the African American Chamber of Commerce in Wisconsin and Associated Bank, where we discuss the financial and technical needs of small business in Milwaukee. Again, that's the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Entrepreneurship Connection show powered by Molson Coors this Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
On the Rocks premium cocktails offer modern twists on the classic cocktails. Developed by award-winning mixologists, the On the Rocks cocktails combine premium spirits and natural ingredients. Wherever you are, On the Rocks premium cocktails give you the convenience of bar-quality cocktails created with brands that you know and trust, like the Effin' Cosmopolitan and Hornitos Margarita. Pour over ice and enjoy. Please drink responsibly. On the Rocks ready-to-serve cocktails, 20 to 35% alcohol by volume.
June is National Home Ownership Month, and only 25% of African Americans in the city of Milwaukee own their homes, despite the fact that we make up 40% of the population. At the core mission of National Home Ownership Month is the belief that every person deserves the chance to live with security, dignity, and hope in a place that they can call home. That is why the award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our first annual home buying seminar on Wednesday, June 14th, presented by Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank. This informative home buying seminar begins at 5 p.m., and we will have real estate agents, home buying coaches, and mortgage advisors on site to break down the home buying process step by step. We will have professionals there who can do a soft credit pull to review your credit history and to get you pre-approved for a home loan on the spot. Yes, on the spot, home loan pre-approvals. Limited spots are available, so go to 1017thetruth.com right now to secure your space. That's 1017thetruth.com to sign up for our home buying seminar on Wednesday, June 14th at 5 p.m., presented by Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank.
This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time to see what's poppin' with Melanie Ricks.
1017 The Truth, Tori Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report, brought to you by Melanie Ricks. Joining us in the studio, Elizabeth Brown.
Salute.
DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2, as usual. What's poppin'?
Oh, it's a lot. There's so many talk to text about this. People love talk about cheating, for one. There's just so many different viewpoints. I think for me, y'all, honest to goodness, I'm such a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. And Liz, I'm very particular.
Yeah.
You know, I don't just call anybody my boyfriend, you know?
Facts.
And so if I'm with you, first off, I fall in love very quickly. I do.
Yeah.
I hate it. And I'll fall in love with somebody in 2 weeks. It's bad. Like, not actual love, but you know what I mean.
Bad.
But I don't know. I
just embrace who you are, and I'm telling you, it'll catch up.
You're right. No, you're right. But I think with that being said, it hurts my feelings to think that anybody could do that to someone they love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to my knowledge, I've never been cheated on.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would destroy me because I'm such a believer.
So
in
are you in
love.
fear of somebody cheating on you?
Of course I am. Very much. Like, y'all scare me. You men, you and
Oh,
these
wow.
dudes in the talk to that scares
Hey,
me.
shut up now.
You too. These excuses. That's what it
Well,
sounds like
I
to
don't.
me.
But it would sound like an excuse to a woman because you're in fear. You're living in a fearful state of something that, and if you're scared of something, inevitably, it's going to take place.
Because I'm
right.
Yeah.
You're attracting that energy, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I feel like this because I have been cheated on. So
Me too.
But
You're perfect. Who would cheat on you?
My daughter's father.
I'm sorry.
Hey, look.
It happened. It happened to the best of us.
I'll say like this. I always say I love me, and regardless of the outcome, life goes on.
Hey, it was the best thing ever happened
Yeah.
to me.
Really?
Life moves on. Yeah.
The best and the worst. You realize, in situations like that, who you truly are, and accepting the fact that the way I love ain't the way other people love.
Right.
Because a lot of times we feel like a person's supposed to love us like we love them. If that ain't what they know.
Right.
You know, some people, their definition of what love is, and that's another thing too, the definition.
Mm-hmm.
If he came from a single parent home, he never had that experience. My mother and father was together since they was 15, so I knew what true love was.
Right.
You know?
And I never seen my mother and father in the same place together like that. And so,
right.
Hey.
So it depends on where you're
that's why I
coming
say
from.
you got to
Yeah,
write these
I get
agreements.
that.
You got to write a structure for your relationship.
For yourself.
No, for sure.
You got to make sure that you and that other person are on one accord.
Right. No, I agree
Plus,
with that.
I identify as a person that's not a cheater.
Right.
My identify.
You funny
As
for
that.
saying that. 'Cause I'm like, what other people identify you the same way, Tori?
I identify as this. You can't go against my pronoun.
Okay, period. You're so crazy.
All right, look, when we come back, we're going to open up the lines, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe. Thank you, Melanie Rick.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 10 o'clock for another episode of Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, hosted by me, Dr. Ken Harris, and Fred Johnson, Vice President and Wisconsin State Manager for Erie Insurance. We will discuss the agency of being an insurance agent. Tune in this Saturday. Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, 10 a.m. right here on the new 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, just press play. Your favorite award-winning 1017 The Truth shows are now streaming live on video. Watch us live on 1017 The Truth's Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and of course, 1017thetruth.com. Just press play for the home of Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
You know, I'm working in the morning and I was listening back on the Truth app.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
We didn't know what to expect. We were just left in a hotel.
My mom was doing drugs in the house.
Tay and Brianna spent years of their childhood in homes that weren't safe. They were placed in foster care and longed for a permanent, loving home.
I didn't know what my future was.
I wouldn't speak to anyone. I was afraid of everything.
With help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, Brianna and Tay were adopted and now feel excited about their futures.
I'm studying to be a chef, and I really want to travel the world.
I'm going to be a mechanic, and I can focus on my career.
Right now, in the United States, there are more than 100,000 children in foster care, just like Brianna and Tay, who need a family now. Learn how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
The next disaster is coming. The time to get ready is now. Make a plan. Identify meetup locations and people you'll need to contact. Put your contact list in your wallet, on your phone, and somewhere visible in your home. Build a kit. Store enough food and water for 3 days. Don't forget your pets. And consider buying a pre-made kit. Keep at least 7 days of medication on hand. Work with your pharmacist and insurance company to secure the extra doses. Make copies of important documents. Keep them on your phone, in the cloud, or on a USB stick. Stay informed. Learn about local hazards. Take courses in CPR and first aid. And sign up for local alert systems. An early warning can give you the time you need to prepare for a fast-moving disaster. Be ready. Learn more at americares.org/send-us-in.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie Ricks with your news update. A 20-year-old woman is facing 11 felony charges in connection to a crash on Mother's Day that left 5 people dead, including a 1-year-old. Antiana Sandifer is facing 4 counts of second-degree reckless homicide, 5 counts of knowingly operating a motor vehicle without a valid license causing death, and 1 count of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. The charges are in connection to the crash that happened just before midnight on Sunday in the 6000 block of West Fond du Lac Avenue. A criminal complaint states that a Dodge Journey was traveling north on North 60th Street when a Kia Sedonia, allegedly driven by Sandifer, ran a red light while traveling west on West Fond du Lac Avenue. The Kia crashed into the Dodge, spun out, and struck a traffic pole. Several people were ejected from the vehicle. 5 people, all of who were in Sandifer's vehicle, died. 4 were pronounced dead on the scene and 1 died at the hospital. The victims who died at the scene are 1-year-old Anaya Robinson, 2 15-year-old girls, Michaela Rattler and Mercedes Brown Weeks, and 17-year-old Israel Williams, according to the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office. The medical examiner identified the male who was pronounced dead Monday morning as Lorenzo Trotter. A complaint states that the Kia was going 30 to 35 miles over the speed limit at the time of the crash. Sandifer was also driving with a suspended license, according to the criminal complaint. If convicted on all the charges, Sandifer faces a maximum sentence of more than 100 years in prison. Her initial court appearance is scheduled for Friday, May 19th. This was the news update on 1017 The Truth. The Tori Lowe Show continues next here on the new 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tori Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tori, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tori Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tori Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tori Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tori Lowe. Tori Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio downtown at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Welcome to the second hour of the Tori Lowe Show this Friday, May 19, 2023. And we asked Melanie Ricks to stick around a little bit. Ew. I think this is the first time you done stuck around.
In a long time.
After the Pop Culture Report.
Had to.
Also in the building, we got Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey. Look, I wanted Melanie Ricks to stick around because we were talking about does cheating make you a bad person? Mm-hmm. But also, I wanted to add something else to the conversation.
Okay.
Because I've been saving this story all week. We've been trying to get this story done, but it was just so much going on that in 3 hours a day, we couldn't fit this in till Friday.
Right. But I think Friday's a good day to talk about something like this.
It is. Gabrielle Union is making her social media rounds again.
Oh, gosh. You just love Gabrielle.
No, and you loved Gabrielle and Jada.
Yes, I do.
Hey.
So crazy.
Okay.
It's so crazy.
So,
hold on. Is it hard for y'all to be okay with like truly strong and empowered black women? What is it?
No. I love it. Because really, truly strong, empowered black women build empires.
Okay.
Behind every man is a strong woman.
Absolutely.
So the strong ain't the problem.
Okay.
It's the independent idea that's the problem.
So why is that a
Because
problem?
now you're independent from me because you ain't independent from nobody else.
Okay.
So when you declare your independence and you're a black woman.
Do y'all need us to need you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, period.
I get it.
And you know what? I love that, Tori. I
Come
love
here.
that. I'm
Come
serious. I love it.
Hey,
Say less. Say less.
Come on. But Gabrielle Union is making the rounds on social media, and she's talking about her relationship with Dwayne Wade. Let's listen to what she is making a stir on social media.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50.
Gabrielle Union's comment about her finances with hubby Dwayne Wade getting mixed reactions on social media.
I work my butt off, but he's, every day he gets up and delivers again and again and again.
The actress makes the confession on Idea Generation with Noah Callahan Bever.
At what point did you develop that first sense of security and that the work is coming and there isn't this sort of sense of the rug is could still be pulled out?
I struggle with that still, just because I think I just have more responsibilities, for my money. So I get nervous, like, oh God, that movie didn't open. Well, what does that mean? Am I going to have enough to hold everybody up?
And that's when Gabrielle explains why bills are split evenly in their home.
Say I'm head of household.
Hey, look, I'll say this. No relationship is always 50-50. So if her movie failed, I'm sure D. Wade is going to take on, 50-50 is the start, but it balances out.
Mm-hmm.
I think 50-50 is like, this is what I'm bringing to the table. This is what you bring to the table. That's when I see 50-50, I mean, I see like Verizon Wireless and Sprint merging together.
Okay.
They both are conglomerates, and they're bringing what they specialize into the table.
Okay.
But let's say something drops on one side, the other side is able to pour in and make it up. Sometimes it's going to be 50-50, 60-40, 30-20 on both sides if you're going to be together for a long time.
For sure.
Let's say somebody gets sick. Let's say while we're healthy, we're able to function together. Let's say somebody gets sick. Let's say it's not 50-50 and one person just gets sick all of a sudden. Okay, well, how is it going to keep moving? You know what I mean? So I think 50-50 is a good start.
But
it may not end up there.
Because
It may not end
some
up there.
things can be 50-50 in a relationship, but you're saying, what do you mean? You mean monetarily?
No,
Like,
I
what are you
just mean
saying?
50-50 efforts, energy, things like that. Like,
Why can't it
no
be?
matter what? Because life will throw something at you. Like, I learned from being an advocate that nobody plans to go out and get in a tragic situation.
They sure don't.
Nobody goes to the doctor and the doctor tells them they have cancer.
Correct.
Nobody plans that, So you telling me you're going to be with me for the long haul, then we got to work to be in this life together, and that takes a balanced energy. And many times 50-50 is just a medium. It's a starting point.
Mm.
But it could just, let's say I kiss you and you walk out the door, and next thing you know, I get a call. I'm not planning on it. You just got in an accident. A reckless driver hit you. Okay, now that's medical, that's insurance, that's everything coming, So that's not 50-50 at that point. I think when people think about relationships, they think about it in a hunky-dory type of way. Like everything is gonna be smooth. We're gonna be together till we're 80 years old and walking on Bradford Beach,
That's what the
eating
movies
ice
used to
cream.
tell us, so
That's why I say
Fireworks in the background.
Girl.
Yeah.
that's why I say it's important to have a structure to protect everybody involved.
Right. I do agree with that. So does it bother you knowing that Gabrielle and Dwayne are 50-50 when it comes to, it sounds like they're 50-50 with like the bills. does that bother you?
I think it's 50-50. She's talking from a monetary standpoint, but I believe she in the way she operates, she probably likes it being 50-50 as well, to keep some of her ideas going. Because when it's 50-50, nobody is controlling nobody. You know, everybody's working together as a will.
He also married a woman who was already like very much established in her career, was known for being a strong, independent, empowered Black woman. So he knew what he was marrying. You know what I mean?
And she's older.
And she's older, exactly.
A little bit, yeah. The older you get, the more mature you get too.
Mm-hmm.
But I know she was saying too that, you know, she takes care of some of her family members, and then he takes care of some of his family members.
Right.
So that could be a reason too why they keep things separate and why they have to go so hard, because she made that clear. Like, I got people depending on me
for sure,
right?
And he has people depending on him.
Yeah,
and that's an empire.
And that's literally
they got tribe. They probably fund a tribe,
right?
You know, so I mean, it takes everybody in the tribe to gather things, to put something in to keep the tribe moving in a forward manner. We're gonna head to the lines. We got Eastside Corey on the lines.
Oh boy.
How you doing, Eastside Corey?
Hey, is this the Tory Lowe Red Table Afternoon?
Hey, entanglement's for everybody. You get entanglement, you get entanglement.
Every time I look up that word in the dictionary, I see a picture of Jada Pinkett. Co-founder of that establishment. I'm sorry to be off the topic. I was referring back to the last hour, but first I have to say I enjoyed seeing two beautiful ladies representing this station on this afternoon on the YouTube. I have to say, Miss Melody, that's my go-to girl in the morning, and you're always going to be my go-to girl. But Miss Elizabeth, I finally can lay eyes on you, girl. You fine.
Isn't she beautiful? You really are. Aw.
You're smart. You're on fire all the time. I've listened to you for over a year now, and I'm like, this lady right here. She's just always fire. You get everything going. Get my adrenaline going. Get my heart going. Get my mind thinking. And now to put the face to the voices. Wow, it's amazing. I don't imagine a man ever cheating on a person like you.
That's why I said no.
Thanks,
to
Jane.
me,
It
you're
happened.
perfect. I don't know how any man can do that to you. I'm serious.
Oh, thank you. It happens. You know, it was the best thing ever happened to me, though. Again, you know,
I understand.
We live and learn. You know, and that made me a better person too. And I got my daughter out of it. So
I was just gonna say, you got your baby out of it,
and she's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but thank you, King. I appreciate that, and that's what we're here to do, like to empower, to uplift, to bring the knowledge.
Are you gonna weigh in, Eastside Corey? Are you gonna weigh in on?
You
just gonna flirt with Liz the whole time?
Okay, right. As you should, Eastside.
And he just chilling on the line.
I got more.
That's what's up.
I got upset with Will mostly at Jada because they got kids, and I'm more concerned about their son and daughter who are, you know, kind of emotionally unbalanced anyway, in my opinion. To put their lives out there. I mean, if you're going to cheat and have an open relationship, it seems like, why don't people ever consider, you got kids watching, would you perform this in front of your children? Aren't you embarrassed? I mean, and if you
Jada ain't embarrassed
in the whole
open relationship,
I guess, but then again,
you don't interview your partner about it.
The thing.
They had no choice.
Shouldn't that be part of the discussion? Shouldn't that be part of it? It's like, do we let the world know, or do we keep this in-house?
Well, and that's the
it's
thing,
get out
Eastside.
anyway.
They tried to keep it in-house.
Yeah.
August, he spilled the beans. Let's just be real honest, Tori. He spilled the beans.
Other people was talking too.
Exactly, but he blew the roof off. You know what I mean? Like,
As
we
he
all
should have.
knew, and as he should have. I agree. But no, Eastside, I agree with you.
You can't dismiss other people, okay, as just objects.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use them as a sexual object, but they're people. They have emotions. They have lives, and if you have kids, they're still in development, and you're supposed to be the example of how you're supposed to live as a black man, as a black woman.
You are.
You do that cheating, that stuff. You keep that out of sight of your children. I'm sorry, I'm just an idealist that way.
Right. Hey,
All
look,
right.
I'm gonna tell you this:
Have a great weekend.
the old school didn't have social media, so you didn't know what was going on.
Facts.
It stayed in
That's what I'm
house.
saying.
Hey,
I think we got a little too much freedom up in here. We need to pull it back a little bit and talk about our responsibilities. Our kids are the priority. It all should always come first, and their feelings.
all right.
All right. Have a great weekend,
Thank you
y'all.
for tapping in, Eastside Corey. I
Love you all.
appreciate it.
Okay.
When we come back from break, we're going to stay on the lines. 833-212-1017. Does cheating make you a bad person? That's the first topic. And the second topic is, if you're in a relationship, are you going 50-50 or no? Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune in to Truth in the Afternoon with me, Dr. Ken Harris. We will honor our law enforcement heroes all week long during National Law Enforcement Week. All this week, I'll speak with Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman, Milwaukee County Sheriff Dr. Danita Ball, and retired officers to discuss the challenges and the changes they face, the sacrifices they make, and the impact they'll have on our community. Tune in, Truth in the Afternoon, all week long. Powerful conversations, Law Enforcement Week on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Hey Truth fans, it's Dee Kemp, Vice President of Programs for Axe Housing. I am so excited to give you some information about how we can help you and your family reach the dream of owning your own home. At Axe Housing, we know you may be struggling to buy your own home due to financial strain, or maybe you don't even know how to get started on the path to home ownership. This is where Axe Housing can help. We will provide you with your own home buying coaching team who will help you with the entire home buying process from start to finish. That includes the home search, the loan process, and the big closing day on your dream home. Why rent when you can own? Here at Axe Housing, we help prepare families for successful home ownership. Stop paying rent and start building wealth. Reach out to our Axe Housing team today because we believe in you and we know home ownership can be within your reach. Visit us today at axehousing.org to get started. That's ACTShousing.org.
This is your Financial Empowerment Minute on the new 1017 The Truth, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
Because I got people who want to live off of $10,000 a month. And then I got people who say 4 is enough, right? Whatever it is, we want to make sure that, again, you have a plan and you know what it's going to take to get there. What resources do you have? Is it a 401k? Do you have a pension? Do you have, stocks or, outside money? How are we going to fund it? Right? Because that's a big thing too. A lot of people think, okay, well, I'm just going to dump money into my 401k and build it as long as I can and then I'll be set. But taking money out and distributing it the right way is 10 times more important than accumulating it. Because you got to think about the taxes. You got to think about a lot of other things.
Tune into The Truth every month for our financial empowerment interviews with Northwestern Mutual.
If you're a motorist of the four-wheel variety, please watch out for those of us in Wisconsin who do their traveling on 2 wheels. Adjust your mirrors to reduce your blind spots. Allow motorcyclists a full lane width. Use your turn signal when merging or changing lanes. And allow more following distance between you and the motorcycle. Motorists and motorcyclists can work together to achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roads. 0 in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Don't let that broke in, cause she too messy. Who the them broke boys with? Get out my section. Get out my section. Just pull the muscle, got it. Too much flexing. Caught them in traffic on the accident, we pressing. Got them. Smoking Zaza every second, I be stressing. If you ain't tryna beat them, won't you stretch them? Do that. They wipe their nose for that tissue, God bless them. Wipe it. I dropped the 4, I caught Chris Webber. Drink. I know you wanna be me, but it's love.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. We got Melanie Ricks in the building. Boom. Hey, how you doing, Melanie Ricks?
I'm doing great.
We got Liz Brown in the building. And remember to join us here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth as we stream live on YouTube and Twitter at 101.7 The Truth. Y'all can watch us live right now on y'all devices. Hey,
love it.
we talking about is cheating. Does cheating make you a bad person? And we also talking about going 50-50. Is it okay, or how do you feel about that? Gabrielle Union is saying that her and D Wade goes 50-50. Are you going 50-50? 50-50 or no? Hey.
I feel like because I am Liz, I've only been in one adult relationship.
Okay.
Right? Like formal adult relationship.
How long did it last?
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you get out of it?
My dogs. I got my 2 babies.
That's my dog.
You feel me? But no, I have a lot of love for him. We grew apart. That's all. We were young.
It happens.
You know? But for me, y'all, I do genuinely feel a little bit like part of why I'm still single and I just can't quite settle down. I don't really too often meet men at my level. You know what I mean? Whatever that means.
Yeah.
You know, it could mean a few different things. And I fear that the men that I do meet that are at my level are used to a woman that are significantly lower than theirs.
Makes sense.
So what are your standards? Because a lot of times when we talk about women being single,
right,
we got to talk about standards, because there's a lot of dudes out here that would love to be
with you.
Yeah. So what is your ideal person?
You know, somebody who's loyal, somebody who's,
They ain't got to be 6'5".
I do want a tall
Yeah.
man, but I know.
And
you know what's
they ain't
funny
got
when you
to
say
have
that?
of 6 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, keep
Tori,
going.
I was
They
gonna
right
say
here.
Tori
Go
doing it.
ahead, keep
You're
going.
doing that. And it's the thing. I do believe, like, if I just fall in love with you, you don't have to necessarily check those materialistic
Yeah.
boxes off. But, you know, there are definitely certain rooted things that I want in a person. I want somebody who has a good foundation. Well, actually, not necessarily, Liz, because a lot of really good people have rocky foundations, but it's because of that they're able to grow into a great, well-rounded individual.
Correct.
So I take that back. But I just want somebody who is sure of themselves, somebody who is able to pick me up when I'm down and vice versa, somebody who I feel like can be my teammate, my partner in life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't meet people like that too often. Like I feel like there's like a little bit of hope and then it just fades.
How
You know what I mean?
how can even guys get to you? Like, let's say you,
I'm
let's
so
say you,
closed
let's
off.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can they reach you? Like, are you going to church? You know, usually people go to church and they meet people, or you know, they hang out in certain spaces where they can have that interaction. Where do you hang out so a guy can even try to even approach you?
I'm gonna be honest, Tori.
Or-
I don't hang out. I just
So
hang
it's
out
going down in the DM.
Yeah, it's going down in the DMs. No, I do hang out. I do. I don't want to say specific places, but I love hanging out at a certain rooftop bar, and I love a certain bar at the top of a certain
Wherever
hotel.
I'm DJing, that's where Mel is.
And I'm
It's
gonna be
as
there
simple
too.
as that.
It's given that, period.
Right.
So follow DJ Brother Z on IG and Twitter, and you'll find me.
Because I find out that many times when women are single, either it's the standard or I can't even get to you because you don't even come out the house.
And I do come out the house, but when I do go out the house, I'm with my girlfriends. I'm not in that mode.
Right.
Like, I don't usually go out hunting for men.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not on that right now. I'm
So
not
when a guy
prowling.
come up to you when you out with your girls, you be like, ew, he thirsty.
No, I
Ew.
love when a man approaches me when I'm with my girls. Because like I said, I want a man who's sure of
What is
himself.
the right approach? Okay, so
Yeah.
let's say you out and not the creep vibe approach. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't want to. It's some people that'll approach you and you be like, I got creep vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what can if just out of the blue they see you? What would give me an idea of what could work?
So my pickup line for guys, I always tell Kyle this. I'll say to them, "Do you want to come pet my dogs?"
Okay, that's
So
what's
if a
up.
guy comes up to me and says, "Can I pet your dogs?" I may say, "Yup." Follow me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I saw something on social media where it was true. They say women control the keys to sex.
All facts.
Women control the keys to
Really?
sex.
Yes.
Men control the keys to relationship
That is all
And
facts.
marriage.
and marriage.
That is all fact. You're right.
Correct.
Nope. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
A lot of my guy friends, and by the way, in hindsight, Zach, I feel like they were telling me this because they were trying to tell me to hit on them. But a lot of my guy friends have told me, like, oh, I can have anybody I want, any man that I want, because all I have to do is just say it. Like men have said to me, like, yeah, like in theory, women are the ones that control that. Women can have, in theory, any guy that they want, because if they approach the man and they say, I want to do this, unless that man is taking her, they're just really not feeling you. It's usually going to be a go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let's
and I find that
let's
so
get out of here.
interesting. That is so interesting.
But I would
to
never
me.
do it.
But
I wouldn't either.
But
I'm
the
not that
thing
woman.
is,
I wish I
y'all
was sometimes.
that's because y'all have the keys to sex.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have the keys to marriage and relationship.
I agree. So what does it take then to make a man want to settle down? You tell me. Is it the woman?
I think you have to. The man will if when the man finds the woman he wants to be with, can't nobody tell him.
Nobody.
Really?
Can't nobody tell him that that's not the one.
I believe you.
He has to be
even if
ready.
she robbing him blind, even if she taking his credit card and spending all his
telling
money.
you.
Right.
He in love, it's over.
Yeah.
You can't tell him nothing.
Really.
You know, and I just really feel like, you know, a lot of times when we sit and we talk about these relationship things and, you know, really like what we want, every relationship that I was ever in came out of nowhere. Like you caught off guard. When you ready.
Took your breath away.
I mean, literally.
How do you take Liz Brown's breath away? I mean, like,
I know,
give me an
Liz.
example.
Ask her questions, right?
Yeah, give me an example. How does somebody walk up on Liz Brown and all of a sudden it's like, boom, we together?
Hey, if you get my attention, I'm locked in. I'm one of those people that I'm mentally, like, you have to mentally make love to me to get me locked in.
Okay.
What does that mean exactly?
Like the conversation is keen. You paying attention to the things I like, I don't like. Say, for instance, like with my daughter's father, I was working. I lost like my job or whatever. Again, I was a teenager. I ain't have no kids or nothing. But he knew I had lost my job, and I still needed to pay my phone bill and stuff like that. And he came with the money in hand, like, you know, I know you don't, you know, you ain't working no more. So here is this. He catered to me, you know, and he also made sure that I was straight no matter what, you know. So each individual, they have their own things, but when you in tune with me,
right,
I need somebody that's gonna be in tune with me. I shouldn't have to tell you I got a headache. If you really in tune with me, you like,
You gonna feel the headache.
no, he
He's
gonna
so
look at me and
crazy,
tell
Tori.
there's something off. Like, hey,
okay.
you know, do you need me to get you something type thing? So
You want some
like,
orange juice.
But I'm gonna tell you, Liz, I feel like men are, forgive me. I think they can be a little bit dumb sometimes. I don't think they read our cues as well, and I don't mean actually dumb. So that's why I said forgive me. I don't mean literally dumb.
A little slow.
I think you feel me.
They special. They definitely special needs.
Oh,
But
wow.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
when it's for somebody that they want,
Yeah.
they pay hell of attention. It's like
Okay.
a basketball game.
Yeah.
It's like a video game.
Yeah.
When they really want it, when they really in tune, I think a lot of times when you make yourself too available, too fast,
Yeah.
because the dog's supposed to chase the cat.
Period.
Yeah, but
You
a
know,
woman
if
is
it's-
supposed to be a helpmate for the man. That's biblical. So she's supposed to be there to help him.
And he's supposed to be there to help her.
I'm just saying, when I read the scriptures, a woman is a helpmate for the man. She's there to help him.
And yeah, and he
I
makes
didn't-
a
I
living
didn't-
by the sweat of his brow.
Right,
and
right.
The whole
He-
nine.
and the
but-
whole nine. But what I'm saying is the helpmate idea. Now women, it's
balanced.
reversed. Now the women want men to do all of for everything for them. And I think that many times the culture shifts, you know, because I see a lot of women rappers now.
Yeah.
And it's the shift in the culture and the mentality. Every 10 years, ideas shift.
It does, but especially in our community, you
Right.
have to think about how they, as single mothers, how the system set up for
Yep.
it to be that way. You know.
Yeah, of course.
So
It
lot
gets
of
into
times
a lot of systematics.
Yeah, and that sets the tone. You know, when you're dealing with young boys who only had their mother.
No, for sure.
All right, well, we're going to head to the lines, 833-212-1017. Brother Love, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in. All right, Brother Love, I see you out and about, moving around, moving through the blocks. Call back. Norm, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, what's happening? Y'all some beautiful people. Keep it up.
God
Real
bless
nice.
you, Brother Norm.
Hey, I noticed talking to ladies and men, when a lady a lady that's about something, talk to some of these men, they get a little big headed, and that could be a problem. Like, I got her now and all that stuff. Even, I mean, guys can get a little trippy when it comes to that. When she got attention to that guy, guys can get a little big headed. And another thing too, Gabrielle Union, she was on The View about 5 years ago, and everything she did, all they talked about was her 21 miscarriages. I thought that was horrible. I don't even watch The View no more. Yep, look it up. All right, peace, y'all.
Appreciate you, Norm.
And she dated Darren Sharper.
I forgot about who she all dated before.
A whole
Dwayne
bunch
Wade.
of people.
Really?
The whole industry.
Because she's
Like who?
older, right?
Very much so.
Yeah, yeah.
Like literally everybody?
No.
Literally.
It was a lot. She got, you know,
Literally everybody. Married men included.
Really?
Yes.
Hold
I
on.
need to read about her.
So she a bad person?
Well, if she cheated, is she a bad person, Mel?
I didn't know she cheated.
Hey.
I swear I didn't.
Well, she don't consider it cheating because
She the head of household.
But the husband
She was the
wasn't.
mistress.
Yes.
She said she had the money, so she could do whatever she want.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Hey, look, I'm just
I'm
saying,
never
we
gonna
having
be a
a great
mistress.
conversation this Friday with Melanie Ricks and Liz Brown. If you cheat, does that make you a bad person? Freddie G. You on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yes, it does, because it exposes bad character, behavior, and it's boyish behavior. And it exposes your limited spiritual and morality self. If you know who you are as a spiritual, real self, your high morals or your sense of right and wrong character won't allow you to cheat or lower yourself, because you have truth and the consciousness of your maker on your tongue. This should allow you to choose a woman that covers all of your basic needs and desires.
I agree.
If something is lacking, right? If something is lacking, and you run across another person or woman under the institution of marriage, then, and she has what's missing, then that truth can be brought to both parties with the knowledge of both of them, knowing that our Creator has granted me permission to take this woman as a second wife. And cheating is not a part of the equation.
All right, Freddie G,
haven't
can I ask you a
read-
question? Because you brought this up the other day. What kind of game you got to have to get not only one wife, but another two wives? You said that according to God, we allowed up to 4 wives. I think I heard you say. So how do you build that foundation? Because a lot of people would say, hey, look, one person is already driving me crazy.
Well, I mean, if you find somebody that fulfills your needs and desires, then you will stick with that one person. If not, because we got way more women on this planet than we do men, and being with a husband is out of the question for a lot of women. But if the man steps up and fulfills that duty, where the woman is not alone and she is loved and cared for, you bring truth. The foundation is truth, and you don't deviate from truth, and you keep truth on your tongue, and you live your life in truth, and you keep yourself on a level that you would not come down from. And with that, you can build whatever you want to if you operating in truth and spirituality, and you don't lower yourself for nobody. And you can and I heard what Miss Brown said, and I got to have a woman that gives me intellectual stimulation. I got to have that.
Okay. Hey, look, you got to have that woman for that intellectual stimulation. I know that's right. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, thank you, Freddie G, for tapping in. When we come back, we going to stay on the lines, Truth Nation. We talking about does cheating make you a bad person? And also, if you're in a relationship, do we go 50-50 or no? Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, it's time to tap in. Them lines got that smoke. Call now at 833-212-1017 so we can put you in rotation. It's time to see what's poppin' with Melanie Ricks.
What's up, everybody? It's Melanie Ricks, and it's time to see what's poppin' with today's Pop Culture Report. All right, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's finally time to set the record straight about Jamie Foxx's health. Beloved triple threat Jamie Foxx made headlines last month when his daughter announced on social media that her father was looking for prayers. She wanted good vibes sent their way. She said that there was something serious going on. Now, naturally, we all freaked out, okay? You don't really hear too often about medical scares when it comes to Jamie Foxx, but any medical scare at all, whether it's small or large, it's going to sound the alarm. The issue with this one, we don't know if it's medium, we don't know if it's extra large, if it's extra small, we have no idea. There hasn't been too much information given. Now, I will admit, it's not our business, in theory, to know exactly what's going on with this man's health. It's giving HIPAA. However, if you tell us one thing, tell us everything. Don't just give us a little nugget and ask for all of these prayers and well wishes, but then don't update us on what exactly we're praying for and what exactly we're wishing upon him. Who knows what is what? What I do know is that it was announced this week that Jamie and his daughter Corinne, the same one who sounded that initial alarm, are set to co-host a brand new show that will debut in 2024. So I'm a little confused. The timing of this announcement is a little odd for me. Just to be clear, I am not doubting that he was in the hospital, that he did need our prayers and well wishes. But again, if you're going to give us a little bit, give us all of it. Tell us everything that is going on, because he is a public figure and you made this a public matter. I hope it's not a publicity stunt to promote this new game show. I would like to think that we're not playing with people's health like that in the year 2023, but at this point, it could be really anything. Regardless, I'm still praying for you, Jamie, and I can't wait to see you bless our screens in 2024. But please don't ever scare us like that again. Thank you.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Greg Matzik. Following a day off, the Brewers post up in Tampa, Florida, site of a 3-game series against the Rays, who own the best record in baseball. Brewers.com writer Adam McCalvy with an update on starting pitchers Wade Miley and Brandon Woodruff.
We're waiting for word on Miley of the severity of this lat injury. That's bad news. Brandon Woodruff has resumed playing catch, so that's progress, but it's still looking like the end of June for him to be pitching for the Brewers.
Brewers begin today with a 1-game advantage over Pittsburgh for first place in the NL Central. Coverage of tonight's game can be heard on 620 WTMJ beginning at 5:05. Bryson DeChambeau leads round 2 of the PGA Championship from New York. And in the NBA, it's the Celtics and Heat tonight from Boston, Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Heat own a 1-0 series lead. This sports update presented by Associated Bank, proudly supporting our hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of the Tori Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
He's heating up!
Yeah. It's something about a project, you gotta love her. I ain't never too good to pick from the hood. You can bring me a out the gutter. Yeah, probably wouldn't even talk to them bougie. I don't even like to give out my number. Yeah, but a project wanna love on it. She don't even need nothing from me. Yeah, just told me she ain't never seen Friday. You can keep it. What? Everybody know I like ghetto. That ain't never been no secret. Yeah, baby like chocolate and yellow. Only if everything decent. Yeah, project it'll be up. Better watch how they speak. Yeah, you know the
101.7 The Truth. Tori Lowe Show. Breaking news: legendary NFL running back, social activist Jim Brown has died at age 87. Professional Football Hall of Famer running back Jim Brown has passed away. One of the greatest players in pro football history. Brown was chosen the NFL's most valuable player in 1965 and shattered the league's record books in a short career from 1957 to 1965. Once again, my condolences go out to the family of Jim Brown, Pro Football Hall of Fame legend, activist, actor. Our prayers are with your friends and the family. Once again, legendary NFL running back Jim Brown has passed at 87 years old. All right, Truth Nation. Now, we're going to get back to the subject matter. Today, Melanie Ricks brought up a point of cheating, and does cheating make you a bad person? I need the fellas to tap in. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Also, are you going 50-50 in a relationship? 50-50 or no? How y'all getting down out here in these streets? We gonna head to the lines. Brother Love. Hey, Brother Love, you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you rolling through the block. I heard you was out rolling through the block when you called in the last time.
Yeah, man, I was trying to be out here, man.
Hey, I understand. But what do you feel? Is if does cheating make you a bad person? And if you're in a relationship, do you go 50-50?
Does cheating? Man, what I say, I first must acknowledge that just because you don't cheat on a woman, that does not make you a good man.
Ooh,
you can be faithful all you want.
Give him the ding. I mean, that was powerful.
All facts.
No, because the men think that, you know what I'm saying, hey, just because I ain't cheated, she's obligated to treat me a certain way or be a certain way. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? You still have to, you know, you still, like me, man. I got my daughter like about what, 30, 31.
Mm-hmm.
I never hurt my daughter's feelings. You know what I'm saying? I haven't bought her the new car or the new house or nothing like that yet, but I still want to. But at least I can acknowledge I never hurt her feelings in life. So once men learn how to, you know what I'm saying, understand the soul of a woman in America and uplift them and support them, don't hurt their feelings. And then I think, you know what I'm saying, because you can tell you can tell how society is by the way we treat our women. So we, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want it to end up where, okay, well, forget all that. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody just going to start ending up in the trunk. Ain't nobody asking no questions. You know what I'm saying? I can end up in the trunk.
In the trunk, like.
So, and we don't want that.
With the acid on you?
We don't want it to be like that.
With the acid poured on you rolling around in the heat?
Huh?
Hey, what's going on? I heard you was out there rolling around. I hope you ain't got nothing in your trunk.
Oh, that was different.
No. Oh, my God. No.
I just messing with you, Brother Love.
No. What I'm saying is that, listen, what I'm saying is that we need to start, you got to have a reason to have money and to get better in society. So if we can start doing better, we want to treat our women and help our women do better.
I agree.
We don't want the money just because.
Facts.
We want, you know what I'm saying? If a man, you get the man, Dwayne Wade, he got all that money with Gabrielle Union. He's giving, I mean, he's helping her. He's blessing her. That's why God blessed him, so he can help her.
Come on.
Hey, I got you.
So, you know what I'm saying? We don't want the money for ourselves. We want the money for our kids,
to build,
and to help to build our women up, man. I don't want to live in this world without a woman.
Hey.
All right. Thank you for tapping in, Brother Love. Hey, look, Brian taps in. He says, Mel, you and Liz Brown are way too beautiful to keep these men at bay. Not only beautiful, but super sweet.
Thank you, King.
Hey, you keeping these men at Bailey's? You and Mel?
Hey, look here. Hey.
Y'all fending them off or what?
I'm not. I'm just doing Liz. That's all I'm doing. I'm
When
out
you go
here
to the
trying
gym,
help. I'm out here
when
trying
you go
to help
to the
my
gym,
people.
they be trying to holler. I mean, when you out in the
And they ain't wrong.
protest, when you
And
out
they
in the
ain't
street,
wrong. And they ain't wrong.
they trying to, shoot
They
they
ain't
shot.
wrong. And they not wrong. You know, I just block a couple of them. You know, I have to keep them.
What's the most powerful shot that was ever shot at you?
The most powerful.
I'm talking about like somebody shot they shot and you probably didn't like them, but you was like, hey, that was pretty slick.
I ain't never had that because I'm quick with the tongue. Like, so I ain't never been, ain't nobody never came up to me and said something where I was like speechless,
Hey, talk to text line, say, give one of them bubble-headed brothers a chance. Clean this game up. And you can mold them. Hey, I think that's Brian. Yeah, Brian chiming in. Also, on the talk to text lines, modern women not going 50-50.
Facts.
Modern women ain't going 50-50.
I don't know about nobody else.
Hey, you the bag nowadays.
Look here.
And then when I drain the bag and you get sick, I'm gone.
I don't believe in the modern day nothing, me being the woman that I am of my caliber and having integrity. I think, it depends on who you meet. Every situation is different, and I'm open.
Well, Scott says a relationship should always be 50-50. As soon as the relationship go one way, that's when you step out.
Or reintervene to find out which way y'all gonna go. Because people don't understand that you continue to grow.
Got to find that common ground again.
Right.
All facts.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape.
Balancing.
Hey, look, we gonna head to the lines. OT, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, brother OT?
I'm all right. Yourself, Troy?
What's on your mind?
I want to touch on three things. Number one, I can say I agree with Mr. G about the multiple wives. And number two, it's going to come a time in society where any type of food, any type of clothes, and any type of shelter is going to be good. So that whole 50-50 thing, it ain't going to matter. And then number three, Melody said something about petting dogs. Look, if a woman that I was feeling came over to me and said, I like you, you want to pet my dog, I'm going to look up and down from head to the floor, and I'm going to say, hell yeah, is they funky?
Bruh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, look. When we come back.
And we got to go to break after that. What?
We got to go to break. Hey, look. When we come back, we're going to have more conversations, Truth Nation. Say like they right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
What's up, Truth fam? This is Carrie Noni from 101.7 The Truth, and I want you to tune into The Truth this Saturday at noon for another episode of More Than a Movement powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. We will highlight some of the most powerful conversations that I have had with health justice advocates who fight for equality and rights of all. Again, that is More Than a Movement powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin this Saturday at noon on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
This is your Financial Empowerment Minute on the new 101.7 The Truth, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
So if folks don't have budgets, first and foremost, would you all recommend that they put together a B word?
Well, you know what? I think I got another B word. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, is yours the other B word? What B word is yours?
So here's my deal. I don't think most people have a budgeting problem. I think most people have a behavioral problem.
Oh.
Okay? So the budget is no good if you're not going to make a commitment to follow through on what you're doing. And I think that's really the key. You got to have enough courage to sit down and go through all your expenses, but then you do need to kind of have that real conversation and hold yourself to the fire to actually commit to doing the action. When me and Erica merged years ago, she has a budget, right, where it actually annualizes how much money you're spending for the year on that said thing. So if you were to put in, say, $100 a month for your coffee, whatever it may be, on her budget, you're going to see it actually being $1,200 for the year.
Tune into The Truth every month for our financial empowerment interviews with Northwestern Mutual.
Are you looking for an opportunity to better the Milwaukee community? Do you want to develop your skills for a career or job? City Year Milwaukee is recruiting for its 14th cohort of AmeriCorps members. We are hiring young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve our amazing scholars in Milwaukee Public Schools. This opportunity allows you to serve your community and gain professional development, which will allow you to enter the workforce, your next educational journey, or even stay with us for a second year of service. Visit cityyear.org to connect with our local recruiters and learn how to apply.
Sunday, May 21st, marks the third annual Goosey's Hunt for the Cure 5K Run Walk for Huntington's disease, honoring Chris Guzikowski after being diagnosed. The foundation was created by his family with the mission of eradicating the HD gene, with proceeds helping families affected by the incurable disease described as a blend of Parkinson's, ALS, and Alzheimer's. Google GUZI Hunt. That's GUZI Hunt to register or make a monetary donation. See you there.
So, I have a question for all you guys out there. Why is it that I see you hauling all kinds of stuff in your trucks? Lumber, ATVs, furniture, and everything is strapped down tight, except you. I mean, come on, fellas. You're just as important as your buddy's blue plaid sofa. Buckle up.
Pickups rock. They also roll. Buckle up in your truck and arrive alive. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean, man? I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean? She got her own house. She got her own car.
101.7 The Truth, Tori Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. Hot topics today. If you cheat, do that make you a bad person? Or if you're in a relationship, are you going 50-50? 50-50 or no? Hey, look, people chiming in on the talk to text lines. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. When I see the culture right now and how the argument about male and female is just consistently going, I think it's something with the algorithm right now that is trying to keep us in the discussion of separation. Because on both sides, it seems like people are saying things on both sides that it's going to continue to push a division.
Correct.
Because there's no real solutions to some of these conversations.
Yeah, I think that the ideologies that's out here is big and pushing separation, especially for the black man and the black woman. But I also believe, too, that a lot of people is getting tapped back into the original of themselves. If you slow down a little bit and you understand, I'm nothing without a man and a man is nothing without me. Like, we together are more powerful than we are apart. So in reality, I think when you take materialism out of it, because it's going to boil down to the basics. Can you cook? Can you build a house? You understand? Can you
a mud hut?
That part. Can you take care of yourself and others? Are you a leader? Are you a provider? You know, can you give direction? Can you accept direction? You know, it's gonna boil down to the basic necessities. Because again,
well, what I'm seeing, most women they say that they ain't no man gonna tell them what to do.
What you mean, most?
I mean, what I'm seeing online, I'm saying that, you know, when we talk about the discussions, when I'm looking at, because, you know, I scroll, you know, I see what's happening, because I'm like, why would this person say this? What's the it's like, you know, these two sides going back and forth, male and female.
You're correct.
And most women say, hey, you know, if like Jill Scott said, if you can do it,
I mean,
put your back into it.
If you can do it,
never mind.
Then you got it, and that leaves it wide open. Like, what? I mean, do I have to be like super aggressive? I mean, that it doesn't have a plan to it.
It don't. But again, when we think about mainstream media and what social media promotes,
the
algorithms, especially for the black community, if majority of the men that you see got wigs on because he's trying to get the attention. and get the likes and get the money that come with the subscribers. And then you got the women who talking strong and so independent, and she got to secure the bag. But the real reality, when you listen to individuals, like you go visit nursing homes, it's men and it's women in there that's 35, 40 years old, who done been injured via the vaccine or whatever it was. Now you can't take care of yourself because you was talking about securing the bag. Ain't
You
no
thought
such
life
thing
was
as-
going to go hunky-dory.
and it went left.
Right.
Now, who there to take care of you? Because you was the man when you was in these streets. You had 5 women. The women that was claiming that, she's so independent. Now you can't work. What you work?
At the red light, twerking on the headlight.
Hey, make it add up.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Thank you, Truth Nation. Your passion and support has helped make Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association best radio show in the state of Wisconsin.
When did this word become so powerful that a person would go to jail, injure, or take another person's life? When did we give this word and other people power over us to ruin our lives?
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We didn't know what to expect. We were just left in a hotel.
My mom was doing drugs in the house.
Tay and Brianna spent years of their childhood in homes that weren't safe. They were placed in foster care and longed for a permanent, loving home.
I didn't know what my future was.
I wouldn't speak to anyone. I was afraid of everything.
With help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, Brianna and Tay were adopted and now feel excited about their futures.
I'm studying to be a chef, and I really want to travel the world.
I'm going to be a mechanic, and I can focus on my career.
Right now, in the United States, there are more than 100,000 children in foster care, just like Brianna and Tay, who need a family now. Learn how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie Ricks with your news update. A 20-year-old woman is facing 11 felony charges in connection to a crash on Mother's Day that left 5 people dead, including a 1-year-old. Antiana Sandifer is facing 4 counts of second-degree reckless homicide, 5 counts of knowingly operating a motor vehicle without a valid license causing death, and 1 count of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. The charges are in connection to the crash that happened just before midnight on Sunday in the 6000 block of West Fond du Lac Avenue. A criminal complaint states that a Dodge Journey was traveling north on North 60th Street when a Kia Sedonia, allegedly driven by Sandifer, ran a red light while traveling west on West Fond du Lac Avenue. The Kia crashed into the Dodge, spun out, and struck a traffic pole. Several people were ejected from the vehicle. 5 people, all of who were in Sandifer's vehicle, died. 4 were pronounced dead on the scene and 1 died at the hospital. The victims who died at the scene are 1-year-old Anaya Robinson, 2 15-year-old girls, Michaela Rattler and Mercedes Brown Weeks, and 17-year-old Israel Williams, according to the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office. The medical examiner identified the male who was pronounced dead Monday morning as Lorenzo Trotter. A complaint states that the Kia was going 30 to 35 miles over the speed limit at the time of the crash. Sandifer was also driving with a suspended license, according to the criminal complaint. If convicted on all the charges, Sandifer faces a maximum sentence of more than 100 years in prison. Her initial court appearance is scheduled for Friday, May 19th. This was the news update on 1017 The Truth. The Tori Lowe Show continues next here on the new 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tori Lowe want all the action? Or you want all the smoke? Oh, this nigga. I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everybody believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tori, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tori Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tori Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tori Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tori Lowe. Tori Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio downtown at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Hey, look, remember to join us here on 1017 The Truth as we stream live on YouTube and Twitter right now. You can see Elizabeth Brown in the studio. You can see DJ Brother Z in the studio.
Hey.
And you can see Tori Lowe Show. Hey, on YouTube and Twitter right now. Go to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube and Twitter and leave some comments. Hey, we got comments right now from the topic of the conversation. If you cheat, are you a bad person? And if you're in a relationship, are you going 50-50 or no? Are you gonna go 50-50 with me or no? Now we got comments in the on the YouTube.
Yeah, Tori, they're going crazy on YouTube. So shout out to Fat Boy Chronicles. He said, "Why she gotta be a bust down?"
Hey.
And then Not Really a City Girl says, It's always a double standard for women who cheat or get entangled, LOL, with other people.
Tangled up.
And then she said, wait, August was sticking Will?
Oh, I don't know if somebody said that. But we go ahead to the lines, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you're cheating, does that make you a bad person? Or if you are in a relationship, are you doing the 50-50? 50-50 or no? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. We'll go ahead to the lines. Al, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, speaking from experience, Tori, and I have been on both sides and dealt with both sides. Relationships should be 50-50, but if that relationship is about to make you broke, then you need to leave because that's their problems, not yours. I think the best relationships, Tori, are open relationships because there's no secrets. And on top of that, of having an open relationship, if you got two people on the side, she got two people on the side, ain't nobody taking no losses. And I'm just speaking from experience. I have a friend right now who's married, and I'm helping her cheat with a man that's in his 80s, okay? And works very well with what he do. But I feel personally open relationships are the best. And when y'all come together, y'all should have a threesome so nobody is left out and everybody needs is being met. Because when you look at what you see now, people are getting the doo-doo end of the stick, and should nobody get the doo-doo end of the stick. And remember, you come in this world by yourself, you die by yourself, and soon as you take your last breath, they're giving it up to somebody 24 hours later, because I know I sure would. I'm just bold enough to say it, and everybody else is too. So let's not act like we're dainty flowers.
Right.
Let's be realistic and keep it 100. Thank you.
Hey, I think that was 110. Al. Hey, he said just make sure everybody needs is getting met. Hey, you ain't no need to cheat.
Super gonorrhea,
Hey.
super herpes.
That's why, that's why
Protect
you
yourself.
use protection, right? We gonna stay on the lines. Eddie, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how everybody doing?
Hey, how you doing, Eddie?
Hello? I'm doing great. Hey, this is a hell of a subject because I think about this all the time. One, I came from an era when I grew up, all I heard was that a woman tell another woman that they wouldn't lay with no end if that end wasn't doing nothing for them, And I never agree with that. I think women know that, a lot of women, and not all women, know there's power in the P. And some of them use it. I even heard statement, use what you got to get what you want. As far as a 50,
Closed legs don't get fed.
Pardon?
They used to say closed legs don't get fed.
Right. And then the other thing I think in a relationship, I think is a push and pull and push type of thing. If if I fall down, you pick me up. If you fall down, I pick you up. And if we want to get to a certain point in life, let's build that kingdom together, and then we can change the rules, a little bit. A lot of people want to refer to the Bible as the man is the head of the house. But my thing is that my wife is my partner, and if I fall down, I need somebody to be able to pick up the pieces. And if I don't educate her on what's going on, or she don't know what's going on, then the house gonna fall
apart.
So it's gonna fall apart. So we got to be on the same track. And then another thing I believe in is this here, and I don't know if you call it cheating, but I read a quote one time, but it had a heavy meaning to it. And it was a quote by a woman that said, never let your man leave the house hungry, because there's always a bee out there that will give him a sandwich.
Hungry or horny.
And we're not talking about food. We're talking about things that a man needs. And to me, here's another thing, and I know my time is cut short, but here's another thing I think is a great point. Just because a man goes somewhere else and gets something taken care of that he ain't getting taken care of at home doesn't mean that he doesn't love home. It's a need that's not being met. That could be vice versa. So it's like someone said earlier, it's especially key to tune in what motivates your partner. And sometimes it's a give and take in that too. It may be things that you may not like doing, but you do it for the sake of keeping your relationship strong. Otherwise, one of them other B's or N's can squeeze in
Right.
and take what you got. So
Give them the
that's
advantage
my
to
comment.
creep
Thank
in.
you.
Hey, that was powerful.
Right.
I mean, I always say you got to make sure when you like if I'm with you, I don't care. I'm doing what you like. I'm not going to deny you because there's always going to be somebody that's willing to do something. So that's why I say you got to be careful when you being with somebody. You got to understand what their needs are or the things that they like and be able to accommodate those needs, vice versa, either way on both sides. And that way, you know, it'll stretch out the relationship.
Communication is key.
Right. Now, I'm heading on the talk to text lines. Sir Chauncey, he says, these days, molding is predominantly for the sugar daddy or the sugar mama types. My intuition tells me that women of Mel and Elizabeth's caliber likely seek the ready-made type of man into their prospective inner circles.
Wait, what?
They say,
what?
y'all, Sir Chauncey.
Yeah,
said-
Sir Chauncey.
Sir Chauncey.
Hey, take it easy.
He said that likely seek the ready-made type man into their prospective inner circles.
That would be a negative.
Hey. All right, now, Mary says she was referring to Mel. I feel your frustration with this topic. I just don't get the excuses. Men are not wired to cheat. Our society devalues women and expects.
I feel like she was trying to say expects us as men to just know, I guess. I don't know. She ain't finished typing it.
She says she feels that men are not wired to cheat.
It's a learned behavior.
Hey, maybe.
I think it's okay. I mean, you think about when you was younger, what they said about men versus what they said about women. And for me, like I said, my mother and father was together since they was 15 years old. So they went from childhood puppy love to adult love till my father died when he was 52. And my mother was right there and did everything that she needed to do. And my daddy was, again, you know, a whole man and then some. But I think the reality that we come into now, where everybody has this ideology of what the male and female relationship's supposed to look like. When we were younger, they were saying like men, it's okay for them to be with a whole bunch of people. Like y'all got pride.
They used to get high five.
Yes.
You hit that?
Even to the point where younger men and older women was violating these younger men.
Right.
And it was looked at like you the man. On the opposite side of the women, what they told you, like you needed to be a virgin and all of these things. When it comes to integrity, my daddy gave me my integrity.
Right. But
'Cause he
teenage
said
pregnancy was always high when I was coming up. I remember when I was in high school.
Right.
And it would be older men coming to grab girls,
All
picking them up
facts.
in
All
nice
facts.
cars.
All facts.
And at the time, you know, I was like, dang, is that
Predators.
that dude ain't in high school? Like that dude got a full grown beard. Like, okay, so
Did the 12th grade about 8
I
times.
was
now.
like, man, like it was one girl that came. I heard that she had came to prom with an older male. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is on both. It's issues on both sides.
It is.
Yeah. And where I see the breakdown is now we're both saying, oh, I don't need you, you need me.
Yep.
Instead of we need to be the
Together.
balance. Yeah.
Right. Instead of we need each other.
Yes.
Right.
Like I am not whole without you and you not whole without me. Like together we are our greatest. We did the greatest things when we were together. Our community was together and everything else.
And I think that through the years of just watching the evolution of relationships, like it was a point in time where a lot of people wouldn't get a divorce.
Correct.
You know, due to their religious beliefs.
Correct.
Then all of a sudden it went from that to people getting 4 or 5 marriages.
Yeah.
You know, and now it's like
it's a free fall.
Now the passport bros, I don't even want to get married.
Bruh.
I'm going to go outside of the United States to check out what's out
Hey,
there.
They online right now looking real bad. Because the girls that they didn't caught the passport for are putting hands on them. Like, at the end of the day, like we one thing we have to understand that this reality in this world right now, if you doing anything right, you don't get credit, you don't get kudos, you don't get money. If you out here promoting negativity, if you promoting division, that's what gets you the likes, that's what gets you the bag. If you ain't out here promoting getting slutted out and
we got something on the lines for you, Elizabeth Brown. One of the
you talking about Mike?
I think it's 0715.
Oh, okay. 262 says, so she can say and be 100% certain that her dad or mom never entangled, not once all those years of marriage. Hey, in my Tory voice.
A straight 100. A straight 100. Yes, I can. Ain't no outside kids. What none of that. See, the reality of it is they done normalize, the whole culture. They done normalize the not respecting. Because, I mean, as a man, I don't want to turn a hoe into a husband either. I don't want nobody that I walk in the girl's bathroom and his name all over the wall because everybody done bust him down either. Bruh. It's about
but in
respect.
Wait, y'all do that? Y'all write the name?
Yeah.
With the heart on it?
In high school, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I hope they don't do that today.
Hey, but I will say this, I think that we have gotten away from the value in each other. Like, because when you get with somebody, it's a value there.
Yeah. It is.
And you see a value and you feel like, okay, I want this for me.
Right.
And so is the value now pertaining to sex now? It seems like the value now with women when they talk about cheating, all the value is right there with sex, but yet the value is not in the attitude, it's not in the things that it take to maintain or the woman's the feminine energy has its own place.
It does.
And so when men get with women, somebody said that a woman is your second mother. Your wife is like kind of like your second mom.
All facts.
And I was like, hey, that's deep.
It is.
That's very deep.
I mean, if you think about it, I talk to women all the time, and I'll be the first to call it out. When they say a man is a deadbeat or he ain't nothing, it was his mother, then his first wife, girlfriend, baby mama. He done went through a group of women who have allowed him to get away with certain things and didn't correct certain things. And on the flip side, vice versa for a man, because we're supposed to be balancing each other out and correcting each other. You know what I'm saying? So when we start to have these conversations about who ain't doing what, who did what, for me, it's the devalue of yourself to allow that many individuals to run up and break you down.
All right, and I'll say this, and this is where I say that we have to really concentrate because they don't teach us about sex drive either. Now,
at all.
Now, let's say you got a high sex drive and you dealing with somebody with a low sex drive.
Right.
You're able to have sexual activity 2 to 3 times a day, and they talk about once a week.
3.
And they talk about once a week.
That's when you got to have a conversation.
And you should have these conversations before you get into the relationship. But I think that most people just kind of, I like you, let's get together, and then let it play out.
Sex come first.
Yeah.
When people don't understand that sex is a ritual.
But even though people say, okay, let's get married, I'm gonna wait to have. What if the sex is trash?
Again.
I mean, what if you're not? What if you're one of those people that you tricked me into this relationship? Talk about wait.
Was it a trick?
No, what I'm saying is I'm liking you. I'm feeling you.
Okay.
Are we
communicating though?
What I'm saying is we talk. We ain't having sex now. We talking.
But we're talking about.
But everybody always act like they the heavyweight champion of the world until it's time to step in the ring.
Again, if you decide, because it's not only about what they talking about, it's about the result. So if she's saying
okay, so try it before you buy it.
I was just say you got to test drive the
car.
car.
Hold fast.
You got to take it around the corner. You got to drive the car off the lot
to
see if you want to get in. To purchase the ride.
If she with it, then I say so.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, I believe that's cheating too. Is if I'm with you, and I got a high sex drive or I got a medium pace sex drive, and you only giving it to me once a week or once every 2 weeks, that's gonna be a problem. That's cheating.
it'll be a problem for me too because that ain't what I signed up for.
But you know what I'm saying? Like we don't have these discussions.
Facts.
You never hear a woman say, "Hey, my sex game is trash."
And you never hear men say it.
I hear men say,
I ain't never
I've heard a man say this.
Man, yeah,
all right, let me tell you this. I heard a man say this, and they'll say, "Hey, you better get yours before I get mine," which means they might be 30 seconds. Like speed reading.
Now we're talking about a competition. So
no. What I'm saying is he's saying that he's a quick.
But you hit a point. But you hit a point.
Quick lick.
Because majority of relationships, especially when we're talking about black men and women, it's a competition.
Okay,
that's a competition.
But what I'm saying is some people can't perform. I mean, it's a real reality. Some people
can't perform to the standards of their
they don't have the standard.
I'm gonna tell you
the sex
this
standards.
much, that if you can't perform, if you're going
but
into
you want
a
monogamous relationship,
if you're going into the relationship knowing that he's saying whoever get it first, whoever hit the finish line, for me, that shows me your immaturity because I need a man that's going to make sure that I'm going to be satisfied because I'm going to make sure that he's going to be satisfied.
Okay, facts. But what I'm saying is that's you as an individual. Right. When I'm talking about is the overall idea of being compatible, and then because love with men, if we love you, we gonna do anything for you.
Women too.
And so what I'm saying is, but when you're together in a relationship, sex plays a huge part. And that's when sex, because I got women friends, I got people that I love them to death. We friends, we cool. But I'm talking about when you take somebody in that space, like we in a relationship, sex starts to become a factor.
Sex is always a factor.
Right.
It's the cherry on top. But again, the conversation you have to make sure, again, like they say, closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
If you ain't telling me what it is that you need when you need it and how you need it.
But are many people willing to make those adjustments when people are talking like that? I find it real interesting when you tell a person how you really feel about them. Let's say it's no cheating involved or nothing. You wake up one day and you say, "Hey, I feel this way." They take it personal.
And I don't care if you take it personal because I still need you to understand what it is that I need.
Hey,
you know, like
I'm trying to let you know, and then you trying to find a way out of it. You know, it can't be me. I can't be trash.
No.
Some people just trash.
And I mean,
in relationships.
If she say if that's her, she want to deny that. If that's coming from you, she might be trash to you and the bum to somebody else.
Right,
Again,
but
now
somebody
you know
else.
It's trash,
that's why,
and it ain't gonna get no better. It's checkout time.
I agree. But when we come back, we going to get to the lines, Truth Nation. We got smoke. Hey. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 10 o'clock for another episode of Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, hosted by me, Dr. Ken Harris, and Fred Johnson, Vice President and Wisconsin State Manager for Erie Insurance. We will discuss the agency of being an insurance agent. Tune in this Saturday. Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, 10 a.m. right here on the new 1017 The Truth.
This is your Financial Empowerment Minute on the new 1017 The Truth, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
Because I got people who want to live off of $10,000 a month. And then I got people who say 4 is enough, right? Whatever it is, we want to make sure that, again, you have a plan and you know what it's going to take to get there. What resources do you have? Is it a 401k? Do you have a pension? Do you have stocks or, outside money? How are we going to fund it? Right? Because that's a big thing too. A lot of people think, okay, well, I'm just going to dump money into my 401k and build it as long as I can, and then I'll be set. But taking money out and distributing it the right way is 10 times more important than accumulating it. Because you got to think about the taxes. You got to think about a lot of other things.
Tune into The Truth every month for our financial empowerment interviews with Northwestern Mutual.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
On the Rocks premium cocktails offer modern twists on the classic cocktails. Developed by award-winning mixologists, the On the Rocks cocktails combine premium spirits and natural ingredients. Wherever you are, On the Rocks premium cocktails give you the convenience of bar-quality cocktails created with brands that you know and trust, like the Effin' Cosmopolitan and Hornitos Margarita. Pour over ice and enjoy. Please drink responsibly. On the Rocks ready-to-serve cocktails, 20 to 35% alcohol by volume.
More of the Tori Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It out. Mac 90 with a 50, put it down. Ain't no scary around here, but it's for real. Catch you lacking, ain't no playing, we gon' end it here. I done shot it out with the best, but I'm still standing. Bullets ripping through that vest, thinking I'll say you fell off, bounce back. I was not playing. The plug will throw me with whatever. Andy, Jack, Mike.
1017 The Truth, Tori Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. Joining me in the studio, Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown.
Hey.
In the building. Hey, Truth Nation, we having another great conversation this Friday. Also remember to join us on 1017 The Truth as we stream live on YouTube and Twitter. Go to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube and Twitter, and you can see Elizabeth Brown in the studio.
Hey.
DJ
Shout out to everybody
Brother
watching
Z.
us on YouTube. 414 King Aunt said Liz is beautiful.
Oh, thank you, King. I
And then
appreciate
when
that.
Mel was here, not really a city girl, said Mel, Liz, and Tori, you all look great and you are all glowing.
Well,
Hey, salute. We gonna head to the lines. Winky, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you and your guests on the panel. Hey, I've been listening to a lot of cheating and stuff like that. This is what bothers me. When a female go out and get with another guy and start to pillow talking, cry on his shoulder, and tell him all the things that she's going through in her house. And the guy knows she got a man because she's spilling it to him what they going through. And then she goes to bed with this guy. She might tell this guy he's cheating, okay, but now she choosing another guy that's going to go to bed with her, and he's a cheat. Even if he don't got another woman, he's still cheating because he's cheating on your guy with you, so he's a cheat. So I never understood that. She done went and chose another guy, talking about my man, he was cheating. So she go get another guy, and this other guy might be innocent and don't have another woman, but he's still a cheat because he's cheating with you on your man. So he's a cheat too. So you really just doing something to be doing something, trying to exit that relationship, or you might find this other guy attractive and you just want to give him some. But at the same time, I never understood that. You cheating with a guy, talking about your guy cheating, and you wind up leaving your guy for this guy who is a cheat. You know he a cheat because he got with you when you had a man, so he was cheating anyway. So that bothers me, Brother Lowe.
So she created a cheater.
Huh?
They all cheat.
She created a cheater running from a cheater.
Well, dude might prey on women like that. That might be his gig.
Okay.
That might be his gig to sit down, listen to a lady's problems. You understand? And when she
Get
not
close.
even thinking,
Get close to
when
her.
she's not even thinking, right? And when that's right. Get close to her, and when she's not even thinking, he hit the Memorex replay button and start playing back everything she said that her guy is not doing. He's going to do all the things that she said her guy did to her. He's not going to do. So what she done did is gave him a master plan. I mean, a master map to her heart. by running her mouth. You know, she done gave the man a map, man, to the heart. You understand? So, and I'm just, you know what I'm doing? I'm just throwing these pearls out there for people that's listening and know where I'm coming from. They can grab it, but some folk can't get what I'm talking about. But that's check true. This here out. She'll sit down, she'll run her mouth, and guess what? A guy, you know, with some game, some good class, he gonna be a gentleman. He gonna play all that back. You know, and she gonna think she got something, cause that's what he know. He know, girl, you told him this about 3-4 weeks ago at dinner. You was crying your heart out. You was talking. You was running your mouth. You might have been laying up in his bed with your head on his shoulder, on his chest, running your mouth. Okay, with a cheat, cause he know you got a man. You're putting your phone on silent. You're moving around, running to the bathroom, checking the phone. He already know that you got a man. So he's a professional. All right, so I'm just giving y'all some good game.
That's real.
I thought I would call in. You know, and one thing about it, when they talking about 50-50, I found this as a young man. When a broad come to me talking 50-50, I don't mind. I ain't gonna get no man all my money. Wow, 50-50. Hey, look here. Hey, baby, you ain't even got your 50 to get started. So I come to the table with the whole $100 bill, right? I get the whole $100 bill on the table. Okay, so now I got you up and going. Now you able to cash in on some of that 50 you said, right? The broad don't even want to cash in on the 50. You know what she got to do? Kick rocks right away with no shoes on, no socks on. Hope she stump her big toe, because I'm not finna be the one spinning dough. I'm telling you that right now. I gotta go, Brother Lowe. I'm out.
Hey,
was that pimping?
Hey, all right, Willie. King, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Tory Lowe, what's good, man?
Hey, how you doing, King?
All right, man. I see Liz Brown. See you got Liz Brown up in there, man. I hear and I see her on TV too, man. First time seeing her. Beautiful lady. It's good to see you too, Liz
Thank
Brown.
you, King. Salute.
All right, so check this out, man. I'm like listening to the topic discussion here. Hey, look, you know, about that 50-50 thing, I get it. You know, I really don't believe it's 50-50. It should be 100-100. You know,
okay.
You want to be in a relationship, you got to bring 100%. The other person got to bring 100% too. Now, me, myself, I'm not tooting my own horn by any means, but listen, I bring 125%.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. I don't expect a woman to do anything for me that I can do for myself, and I like to think that I can just about do anything a woman can do as far as duties and so forth better than she can. Now, if at the end of the day, it ain't no competition thing, but it's like, hey, look, you know, I think that's just the way it should be. You know, and then when you're looking at a relationship, man, you know, you need to really find out what each other is bringing to the table. You understand? Before you get involved. Okay, so like, you know, it's a lot of people don't like to be upfront with that. I'm one of them people, man, where I have many avenues of making money legally. I don't, you know, be doing no slick stuff and none of that kind of stuff on the side or what have you. But look, you know, I like to have me a woman that is a woman that has things about herself and like to have hobbies and so forth, because I do too, because I don't like being up under a woman all the time, and I don't want her up under me all the time.
Wow.
You understand? So she needs to have some things to do as well. Now, when it comes to the sex game, listen, hey, look, I am not selfish by far. She need to get that 2 or 3 times before I do, and I like to go 20, 30 minutes at a time. Now that 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 times a day thing, that ain't for me. I got too many things to do. I need my strength to get out here and work and do what I got to do. But trust me, when I'm
you don't want to start looking like a pro.
Hey, listen, but when I push it down, I'll push it down. Hey. Trust me, I'll put the sex in sex. Real talk. You understand?
That's what's up.
Yeah, but she got to get hers way before I get mine.
Come on.
You understand? And that's what turned me on.
Hey.
Liz Brown, you're
That's that grown man right
Liz Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on down. Hey, Liz Brown, it's good to see you, though. Hey,
he
Tori,
said, hey, take my phone number before I go, though.
Brother. Huh?
He said, hey, take my phone number, though, before I go, though.
And you know, I would. I would do that because she is fine. But you know what? I'll lay back on that, man. I'll lay back on that.
Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in, King.
Getting a little too descriptive.
Hey, look, Donna, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. How you doing? How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing very well. Hello to all of you. I love the show. I want to say, Winky, you funny dude. And to the previous caller, hey, man, salute to you. But what I want to say is that, number one, cheating is toxic. I mean, I think it's bad behavior passed down over and over from generation to generation. And, the truth is a lot of relationships are destroyed because of cheating. I mean, the aftermath of that is single-parent home. It could be poverty, abuse, depression. I mean, you name it. It's terrible, So I think cheating is something that needs to be, really looked at a little bit deeper, in the souls and the minds of people, because it's destroying us. I mean, straight up, it's just destroying us. In regards to the 50-50 situation, I agree with the previous caller. It's got to be 100% on both ends. You put your 100% in. I'm going to put my 100% in. Wherever you lack, hopefully I'll be able to pick that up. Wherever I lack, you pick it up, and we keep it going. That's what makes it strong, But that's what I wanted to say. I love the show. Y'all have a good day.
Hey, thank you for tapping in, Donna. I appreciate you, and have a good, fun, safe weekend. When we come back, we got smoke on the lines, Truth Nation. We're going to try to get to everybody. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Fred, why choose Erie Insurance?
The passion that we put around your personal development and your growth. We pay for you to go to college.
Wait. What?
Yes, we will help pay for you to go to college. So you get your foot in the door with us, we will help advance your career.
Okay.
We will help you get the designations, like I mentioned. It's even easier now. I'm doing it from the outset with our diverse communities to help them get these designations and licenses before you even show up inside the doors of Erie Insurance.
Visit erieinsurance.com for more information.
June is National Home Ownership Month, and only 25% of African Americans in the city of Milwaukee own their homes, despite the fact that we make up 40% of the population. At the core mission of National Home Ownership Month is the belief that every person deserves the chance to live with security, dignity, and hope in a place that they can call home. That is why the award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our first annual home buying seminar on Wednesday, June 14th, presented by Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank. This informative home buying seminar begins at 5 p.m., and we will have real estate agents, home buying coaches, and mortgage advisors on site to break down the home buying process step by step. We will have professionals there who can do a soft credit pull to review your credit history and to get you pre-approved for a home loan on the spot. Yes, on the spot, home loan pre-approvals. Limited spots are available, so go to 1017thetruth.com right now to secure your space. That's 1017thetruth.com to sign up for our home buying seminar on Wednesday, June 14th at 5 p.m., presented by Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? And we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkmylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
Ready for our little forest adventure?
Yes!
There's a forest closer than you think. Find a park or forest near you and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by USDA Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Bloomberg Black Business Beat is presented by Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat.
I think that what happens between now and 2030, between the pandemic and George Floyd's murder, this 10-year period will decide the quality of life for the next 100 years.
That's John Hope Bryant speaking to Bloomberg at the Milken Institute Global Conference in L.A. He's founder, chairman, and CEO of Operation Hope, a nonprofit organization that works with banks, schools, and individuals to help people learn how to manage their money and how the financial system works.
What's banking? A trust business. It's about belief. It's about confidence. Credit comes from the Latin word credito, which is credibility. Capital from the Latin word capitas, knowledge in the head. None of this is about money. It's about how you feel.
Operation Hope is helping people feel great about their money and changing their lives.
Our mission is to get 80% of the Fortune 500 to embed financial literacy into their business plan. So this is not public affairs or community affairs. This is serious business.
Little by little, Operation Hope is helping people boost credit scores, lower debt, and improve their lives. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Dougie told me he been on some positive shit, yeah. Lately I just wanna show up and body some yeah. Always been a little mathematician. Lately this cash I'm getting got me losing count of these bags. I've been moving too fast. Hard times don't last. Remember when cops are rats talking out my boy, you ain't with a badge. All my life they be trying to keep me down. All this time never thought I'd make it out. No. All my life they be trying to keep me down. I decided I had to finish
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. Joining me in the studio, Justice, Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Hey, another powerful conversation.
No doubt.
Hey, we talking about cheating.
Hey.
Does that make you a bad person if you cheat? And if you are in a relationship, are you going 50-50? We got the smoke on the lines. They said it's 100-100.
Hey, I'm with that too.
Hey, they said.
Hey, wait, okay. Before we go any further, I gotta read this real quick. Somebody just commented on YouTube. And if you guys want to watch us on YouTube, you can watch us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube or on Twitter. Brett's Fave Force says, why is she always screaming? She can talk normal and she still gets her point across. Because you always be screaming on the phone.
Hey, because it's me. And if you don't like it, you ain't got to listen. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, all my life.
That part.
And then not to smoke all the life.
Hey.
It is what it is till it ain't.
We go ahead to the lines. If you want to tap in, 833-212-1017. Talk to text, 833-212-1017. The town, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Yo.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
How y'all doing?
All is well, King.
All right. Hey, same back to you, Queen. Hey, check it out. I think this is a lot to do. Remember, number one though, cheating. No, come on now. You cannot say that makes you a bad person automatically. You know what I'm saying? To make such a binary choice on what type of person it is because they based on one action. Now,
right.
Like murder or some heinous stuff like that.
Right.
Then that makes you a bad person. You know what I'm saying? So Martin Luther King was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or some, come on now. Let's keep this 100 though.
Hey,
like,
go right ahead, town.
You know
Preach.
what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? So like, how you gonna do that? And while we on that, bro, I've been seeing, and not just on this radio station, just in media in general, it's been like pitting black men versus black women in the past 2 or 3 weeks. And it's like they really pushing that narrative,
right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? With the bus driver situation or whatever like that. This conversation and other conversations, you know what I'm saying? Haven't y'all noticed that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about that. I was talking about that during the show. Have you been listening to the show? I've been saying that. This is why it's important.
I just turned on the radio, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I be working and stuff.
I got you.
Moving, baby. Come on now.
Hey, I know.
Yeah.
You Truth Nation.
I know you do. Okay, but anyway though, yeah, that's bogus though, because they, you know what I'm saying? So obviously though, if we're seeing this though, right? And people, and we know that the people in media, they spend millions and millions of dollars
yes.
to break stuff. You know what I'm saying? They cross their T's and they dot their I's to make sure that the vision, you know what I'm saying, that's out there is the vision that they want.
Yep.
Is that correct? Also,
I agree. Correct.
Okay. Now with all these things in mind, bro, how can it not be like on some conspiracy type ish?
That's what I was saying. The algorithm is full of it. And that's why I say this is the time that we got to find value in each other.
Yep.
Hey, and one more thing, though, I'm going to tell you about the, the 50-50 thing. Like Mo said, too, 50-50, Mo, you know, you're supposed to bring your all. So you're supposed to be 100 and better when you go into a relationship with a woman. But I will say, now this is going to be a hot take, and I don't care.
Drop that hot take.
You agree with it. Okay. We need to think about what it does for our relationships in America, black people. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing you know for sure, if we was in Africa, it wouldn't be the same way.
Right.
They didn't put us on the boats or whatever like that. And we was on our different nations, and we was in West Africa or Senegal or whatnot like that. We wouldn't do it like that. This is an entirely white structure,
Western culture,
Christian structure. Is that correct too?
That's facts.
Learn behaviors.
While we go, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The one man, one woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Now, look, I ain't here to judge. I ain't here to judge nobody. I ain't trying to say what's good. I ain't trying to say what's bad. That's not the point of my argument. The point of my argument is different. Different cultures had different ways, and we've been in this culture for so long. You know what I'm saying? And we've been lost to our, our books, our knowledge, the way we do things. You know what I'm saying? It takes so much for a black person to go and find his own history.
Facts.
Unlike other cultures in the earth. So when you see something, and so that you telling me, excuse me, my bad, getting a little bit too hyped. But when you get that way and you see how it is, because we have a lack of self, of knowledge of self, and they know that, and then they putting all these visions, you know what I'm saying, good, bad, or whatever, in our face. Because they trying, that's indoctrination. Isn't that indoctrination?
That sure is.
Just think about people just need to just straight up don't look just at the layer. The first layer. Look what's behind the curtain, because it's a whole slew of stuff.
Yes.
That's going on behind that computer, behind that phone, behind that iPad that we don't have no idea what's happening, and it makes us lose because of that. Brass Prime, I'm out. That's the time, baby. Love you.
All right, Town. Thank you for tapping in. Have a good, fun, safe weekend. Hey, look, when we come back,
we'll be joined on the line. No, I'm just
playing. Hey, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the week, on the show.
Say less.
Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
Our ancestors didn't die for us to vote for nothingness, for resultless communities that are suffering. They died for us to use that vote as a weapon to improve ourselves. You know, the devil, he'll tell you deception got some truth in it, but it's that 10% that they don't tell you that's going to tear everything up. It's that fine print that you can't see that's going to destroy everything.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
All Brewers games are on sale now, including a Memorial Day weekend showdown with the Giants. Thursday, May 25th through Sunday, the 28th. Start the long weekend right at Aloha Friday on the 26th and get a Brewers Hawaiian shirt with a special ticket package. Then take home a Christian Yelich patriotic jersey giveaway on Saturday, the 27th, presented by Chevrolet. Get your seats at Brewers.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I have a question. Besides athletes and entertainers, who do our black and brown youth have to look up to? Who are the influencers and role models our adolescents strive to become? Because we all know there are no more Cosby shows or any other medium that drives home what a successful black household looks or operates like. Seeing is believing, but if there's a lack of positive portrayals of black men, then the unsubstantiated stereotypes will continue to be perpetuated and played out in society and social media. The absence of mainstream positive black male role models put our black and brown youth in a peculiar spot because they haven't been properly trained on what it takes to become a productive citizen, nor have they had the luxury of being exposed to the process. Like it or not, we all are influencers in some form or fashion, whether it's recognized by the public or just your immediate family and friends. We all must be cognizant of the moves we make because there's always someone watching, which in essence make you an influencer. Take that responsibility, put it near and dear to your heart, and no matter how hard the struggle may get, continue to lift as you climb. I am ready to take on that responsibility. Are you?
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's so funky. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Birds of a feather, they flock together, they make you a sucker. I don't with nobody. If you ain't mob tied, then it's I want numbers some money. But if they get with this, I'ma flush them.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Joining me in the studio is Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown.
Hey.
Let me get your final thoughts.
Hey, real people, real talk. I mean, you never disappoint. Truth Nation never disappoint. We talk about the topics that other individuals refuse to talk about or don't want to talk about because they not ready to take accountability and see the whole picture. Like the last caller said, the European or Eurocentric way of thinking that it has to be one way or the other. It's 1,000,001 ways to do certain things. It's 1,000,001 ways that you can have ideas of how you think and how you move. Right now, we're in a space and time where we're creating our own lane.
Right.
You don't have to take it if you don't want it. It's there for you if you want it that you don't want. Again, eat the meat and spit out the bones.
Right.
You know, we just have to come in a place of not trying to be somebody's slave master. You know, being open to receive love and be open to give love. One thing we need to know, one thing for sure and two for certain, is if a person to cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. And the bottom line is, anytime you cheat on anybody, the only thing you did was cheated yourself out of opportunity with that individual and what it could have been. So you're going to be forever on the chase.
Right. Now, I'll say this. If you want monogamy, give somebody the best version of that idea. Whatever idea, whether it's poly, monogamy, whatever you believe in,
your best.
Give that person the best version of that opportunity.
For real.
And then it should be all right.
Hey, it starts at self-love.
Right.
If you can love yourself, then you're able to allow individuals to be loved on. And when that love is no longer given, you get up from the table. You no longer got to eat there.
And and also write down a blueprint for the relationship to make sure y'all got a solid foundation in writing.
Your non-negotiable.
Hey, and let everybody know off the top, this is how we going to operate. Have an operation agreement.
That part.
For your relationship.
All facts.
Hey, that's a free jewel right there I just tossed out there. Hey, look, I appreciate you, Elizabeth Brown.
As always, Ken.
Hey, it's Friday.
Hey, it's an honor to be here. You know what I'm saying? We about to turn up.
Have a fun, safe weekend. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, look for 1-4. Let's get it.
And Truth Nation, be safe.
That part.
Join me back here Monday for another powerful conversation. And y'all make sure that y'all love each other.
Hey.
Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Then get busy on they 50, that's how that Chi-Town made me. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up, in times is how you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up. Already the show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the sun? Just remember when they come up. Show goes on.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I've helped over 250 families search for their loved ones, so I fully understand the trauma and stress this causes families. This is why it's important for me to help and protect families during their moment of crisis. So be sure to tune into the Tory Lowe Missing Person Special on Thursday, May 25th, as I speak with organizations and families about how we can better advocate for those searching for a loved one. So again, tap into the award-winning Tory Lowe Missing Person Special on May 25th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on 1017 The Truth.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 11 for another episode of Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Entrepreneurship Connection show powered by Molson Coors. I'll be joined by representatives from the African American Chamber of Commerce